it's a gesture of acceptance. It's a gesture of brotherhood, and so many things. So there is a lot of emotions that go along with it.
Facts. But yeah, it's still it's a it's a word that we've been using in our community. I'm brown skin, black skin. You know what I'm saying? So we used to it, but I get it. I totally get where Too Cold coming from. People, it don't fly. It doesn't. It's not supposed to fly with other people using it like freely at all. It really ain't, because it's like it's just like, because it's a certain way that is used. People try to it can get touchy. So I can only imagine what happened in the pool party, but I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on.
I think it matters how it's said more than what's said. I think that if you can clearly understand the emotion behind it, the person's power, or person's abuse, or any of those things behind it,
Yeah.
then it becomes very, very contradictory. I think I mean, we grew up listening to music, hip hop, all day, every day, and it's mentioned, right? So how do we really take that away from the context, right? So the endearment factor, the anger factor, and all those things, I think, depending on the space, the acceptance, and all those things. I think like the times, we're in a different times entirely. So uh, no hate, don't give hate, and don't take hate. That's basically it.
Hmm. So how would you?
Yeah, 100%. But this is the thing, is right. This is a global platform, right? So
Yeah.
we got people from all walks of life, all different cultures and whatnot, and yeah, we may be cool with it, but somebody may stumble in this room,
Oh, absolutely.
and they got somebody in here. You can kind of tell who is of race and are not, right? You can kind of tell for the most part, right?
I pick and choose, right? Like I could probably tell that Too Cold, you are probably okay with someone doing that in a friendly manner with your friends. Like I have two friends. One of them is okay with it. One of them is not, and I'm not black, right? Like I'm brown, but still, like, so one of them, he jokes around with me all day, every day. He says that every time, and one of them, I have to watch what I say with him. So it's that kind of a story. That's all.
Yeah, so that's what I want to avoid in here, right? Is having those type of conversations, right? When collective, like, we, for the most part, we do a good job of it, right? But X was egging shit on the other night, and Sino short, like, it just was getting too much, and the dude who felt he was privileged to do it, he was like getting defensive and very, like, like, that was his word. Like, he comes from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, he really understands the whole struggle behind the word. Like, and it just, like, I didn't even open my mic to entertain it and start, like, discussing it. But it's, I say it to say this, like, this is a global platform, and we don't know who's walking in here. And the next the next brown, the next black person that walks in here may not be okay with hearing somebody who, yes, we don't 100% know who is really black and who is not, but you can kind of tell, right? You can kind of tell by the language. We're a different culture and we speak differently, right? So you can tell. And if somebody in here is not of the culture, and we got two new people in here, and we got one of not the culture and just slinging the word around, and then this random black person steps up and is like, hey, yo, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, we don't want that, right?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, coming from New York, like, you can absolutely tell, like, who's from Bed-Stuy, who's from Upper West, like, things like that too. So absolutely, if those major differences can be outlined, like, like, we can tell, like, who's talking what language and what culture, and absolutely. And if the boundaries are created, I think, and everybody respects the boundaries, and It's a collective effort. We can collectively make it a better experience for people around us. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty much, right? Cause yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, no, no. You good? I was just gonna. I was. Just, I I understand where both parties are coming from, but you know, people, we deep in this space. NYC, like we've already been. Me and Tuco have personally been like attacked in that way. So you know, the points of view. You know, I feel where she's coming from more so than anything because we already been attacked like that, and then she probably was having flashbacks from last show about the situation and shit like that. So it's like the crypto colorism is real, man. So you know, and you can't go into other people's spaces doing it. So it's just like you know, we kind of just want to draw the line to just be professional and shit like that.
Yeah, 100, absolutely.
Yeah, and this is the thing too is, you know, it's not even about what we've been like, cause you're new to Twitter Spaces, right? Cause period, right? And NYC, cause we were talking last night, and you're new to like just going to Twitter Spaces, period, right? You get trolls, yeah. So this is the thing is you get trolls that come in the room. And I could kind of tell who they are, right? I look in their profile, never seen them before, whatever, right? But you give people a chance to get on the mic, and the first thing, as soon as they get on the mic and open the mic, is shut up, you fucking nigger, and you stupid fucking nigger, and nigger, right? And it's like, get out of here, right? Like, it's fuck. Like, we got other shit we're doing here, and you just want to come in here and fucking prank call. Like, go get a fucking life, right? So.
Yeah, no, I lived in Bed-Stuy for like 3-4 years of my life, so trust me, like I know the culture pretty well. I appreciate the culture a lot, so it's very amazing. So yeah, no big deal. Trust me, no disrespect, no hard feelings. You know, I like it when people are themselves. You know, like I try to respect the rules, the boundaries, if there are any confined, you know, within limitations. And yes, spaces, you gotta respect, you gotta appreciate the time given, and just pretty much, I'm loving connecting with people, hearing from people, learning from people. It's pretty exciting. And, you know, that's really, like I said, like that's where I was in this an amazing space this morning. They were talking about emotional abuse and being an emotional alpha and how to overcome, and when such incidents happen, what power the other person has, why they are doing it. Maybe they're sad themselves, and you can empower, you can take the alternative option and give back with positivity and love and kindness and smile on your face and tell them kindly, no, you can't do that, and things like that, which is, you know, pretty much the approach of my project as well, like I said. So yeah, like it's really I think people sometimes just need to know that maybe it is not acceptable. Like you can tell them, and that's pretty much it. And once that is done, you draw the line. The boundary is driven, and you're you know, kind of like making rules within the community to say what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. You can't do this, you can't do that, things like that.
Yeah, 100%. Real quick, Lemmy, my internet is hella tripping, so you gonna have to run music and whatnot. Like I don't even like half of my stuff is working, but the equipment that runs the music, the fucking internet won't load on here.
It's all good.
This is weird.
It's all good. I got you. Tuco. No stress.
All right, Wolf, what up, man?
Hey, Tuco, Lemmy, and Jax, and everyone. Just want to say hi before we're kicking this off today. Great to be back. It's been a little while.
What's good, bro? Yeah, you been MIA.
I've been moving and stressing with a lot of things, so I haven't been too available. But can't wait to have some tracks today from more music and things like that. So great to be back.
Cool, man. Good to hear from you. We glad everything is working out, and we pray, that you continue to just stay positive, bro.
Yeah, thanks, Lemmy.
For sure.
I will.
For sure. Shoot. I think Kamikaze's supposed to be here. But we can go. We can go ahead and get things started if you want to, or was we still chopping it up?
Let's kick it off and get it started.
All right, for sure.
Too cold on what chop it up no more.
All right, for sure. It's wake and bake time, man. Too Cold Lemmy, Gorilla Jakes. This episode 47. We straight. Everything's straight, man. We gonna go ahead and get into the song. Kamikaze, he should be here a little later. I don't know what's going on with him, but we gonna keep it moving. We got that wake and bake track for y'all. Y'all stand by. I'm gonna get it loaded up real quick. Xbox was good.
We having a good time with crypto.
Triangular traps.
Little farmer, a big farmer. Play on words, gotta stay conscious. Gas or organic ganja. Wake and bake, Tuco Kamikaze.
What's up? It's the wake and bake. Too Cold and Gorilla Jake. Lemmy and Kamikaze bringing the vibes. So pull up, cause we live.
OG, smoking OG. I crush it down, break it up, roll it and smoke it slowly. The organic grown trees, a puff of that good weed. Could put you on a vibe that can make for good stories. Go ahead and proceed to pass the joint and don't forget to play some music. It will stimulate the mind once you get into it. We can talk about it if you're into it. That's how me, Lemmy and Too Cold get into it. We all about the music, we all about the movement, creating a new movement. All about the vibes and there's nothing to it. Legendary status is where we at. Music is therapy, so just relax. Triple dose of the music facts. No side effects, you know where it's at.
Little farmer, a big farmer. Play on words, gotta stay conscious. Gas or organic ganja. Wake and bake, Tuco Kamikaze. Little farmer, a big farmer. Play on words, gotta stay conscious. Gas or organic ganja. Wake and bake, Tuco Kamikaze. We the ball like Pearl Harbor, Coach Carter. Crypto Jace, X-rated, we grind harder. Then the clips, Lil Wayne and Dre. XRP a reject, they can't relate. Family matters, they used to call me Steve Urkel with my suspenders on. In my buck tee, sober noodle shouted, and I was buck weed. Blood type diet, guess I'm a little farmer. Big farmer, still killing off the masses. Wake and bake, every episode a classic. I prefer real body over a plastic. So now muse, we been triangular trapping. Little farmer, a big farmer. Play on words, gotta stay conscious. Gas or organic ganja. Wake and bake, Tuco Kamikaze. Little farmer, a big farmer. Play on words, gotta stay conscious. Gas or organic ganja. Wake and bake, Tuco Kamikaze.
That's how we get it started here at the Wake and Bake Vibes every single Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern with Lemmy and Kamikaze. So we got, I didn't put the topic up top. Y'all know the vibes. We discuss music NFTs, the music industry, and all that good stuff. We play exclusive music as well, and we welcome any artist who's new to the room. If they want to share their music, to let us know, and we'll go on ahead and play that as well. But we got Kamikaze in the house. If you guys haven't already, retweet the room out. Let everybody know we're getting Awake and Bake started, and we're about to vibe out and start these musical combos and start listening to some exclusive music as well. So, what up, Lemmy? What up, Kamikaze? What's going on with y'all?
Ain't shit, man. I'm here in the building, just cooling, thankful, blessed, working behind the scenes. You know, we always working like the Black Sheep song said. Even when you think we ain't working, that's when we working the hardest. You feel me? So we got a good discussion lined up for y'all today. Think y'all enjoy it. You know, let's get it.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Hope everybody's good today. Yeah, we definitely in the house today. Excited for the conversation. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one today. Hope everybody is good, and yeah, I hope everybody enjoys the show today. What's up on your side, Tuko?
Not too much. Internet's tripping. Been tripping for a couple days. Other than that, same old two-step, you know. Trying to maintain and hold on.
I feel you. Yeah. So, before I pin the tweet, about the topic and where we're going with this,
I got it up there.
all right, bet. Nah, there's a tweet I wanna pin up. It's a different tweet. So, before I just pin it up, so the topic today is based on record labels, and basically they bias against musicians, basically more so rappers, because there's been this new thing that they're doing now, is where they have life insurance policies for the rappers that they sign, and only the rappers that they sign, rather than all the artists that they have. They only have insurance policies for the rappers. So whenever the rapper dies, they're able to make money off that, as well as when if the rapper owns their masters, in the contract, if the rapper dies, they're able to get those masters back from like using that insurance policy, and then they can just take the masters from the family, and the family doesn't get anything from it. So I want to speak about that and how it is not fair that they're only targeting rappers. I know the lifestyle for rappers is crazy, and most rappers, live reckless lives. Some of them gangbang and do all crazy things, but having just a life insurance policy that targets them, and also being able to get their masters, is not fair. I don't find that really to be something good, and I feel like that should be something that must be changed at some point. Having your masters taken and not like any of the funds shared with the family is not fair. So what's your take on that? Lemmy?
Um, before I give my take on it, I actually had a video that you wanted to put on the thing. I could play it. I could play it just to give everybody an insight or like where we're going with it, cause I could. Is that something you wanted to do? Because I know when it's not easy to watch videos and listen to the space at the same time. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Please do, man.
All right, for sure. So just bear with me 1 second while I play that, and then everybody will get a good idea where we going with it.
Yo, this music business rabbit hole be getting deeper and deeper, yo. Did you know that these labels be taking out life insurance policies on their rappers? Now they gonna try to say they take it out on all the artists. Nah, they take it out on the rappers. This the type of stuff that I've been pondering on for years, because it be seeming like every month or 2 months, it's like another rapper is getting killed in the public eye. It just keep happening. Like, What? So I Googled it real quick and this is what I saw. Record labels are doing more than just signing artists these days. French Montana revealed during an interview with DJ Academics off the record podcast that labels started taking out life insurance policies on their signees because of the rise in deaths. I had never seen the interview, so I had ran to YouTube. In the words of my nigga Dwight, roll the clip.
But now it's even crazier because really they getting life insurance on artists. At least back then we didn't have that. Somebody told me that. Yeah. Is a label signing an artist in good faith if you're taking a life insurance out of him? Nah, you praying on his death. You praying on making millions on his death. Or are they being realistic though? Both.
And I know this to be true because when I was in music school, we took a course on music business, and I heard it straight from the horse's mouth. One of my instructors was the head of Universal Urban Department, I believe. And I straight up asked, like, do these labels be taking out life insurance policies on their artists, on the rappers? She ain't even bat an eye. She was like, absolutely we do. You know how it is, D-Ranks. Y'all be out here living crazy. Y'all wild. I'm like, what? And guess who the beneficiaries are? Exactly. And here's the kicker though, you hear me? When an artist dies, if they bought their masters from the label gets the masters back. So the label goes on to collect money off of the rapper after they death from the streams of the music.
Oh yeah, I can play the other video if y'all want, or you know, like he got another one where he going in some more, but like you basically signing your name in blood, man. What is that? You know, you signing your name in blood, man. Like and you know, it's fucked up. It's fucked up that it's only with rappers. We only see that with rappers, and we know what the demographic of rappers consists of: black, young African American males who trying to feed their families, and most of them have a good chance of doing it because they're talented and they're able to do such, but it comes at a cost. You know, you see the Pop Smokes of the world, you see the Young Dolphs of the world, the Bankroll Freshes of the world, the Nipsey Hustles of the world. This Empire label, Empire had Triple X Tentacion, Mo 3, who was from Dallas, King Von, and I think I said one of them already, Young Dolph. Empire, like, was. I'm not saying that they were literally knocking them off, but all of these rappers were on the label and they died, and they all own their life insurance, own these artists' life insurance, and then it's fucked up when you see it with Michael Jackson, you seen it with Prince, you seen it with what's his name, Larry Cook. I forget he sang. What's his name? Who sang "A Long Time Coming, Change Gonna Come"? Forget his name, but he was the first artist to own his masters. And he ended up dead. So it's like, damn if you do. With this rap shit, it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna find a way to make you a cash crop. You just a cash crop in this music shit. The music game is cutthroat. It's cutthroat. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it, man. So yeah, that's what I got from that shit.
Yeah, man. I agree. Like they just wanna milk us for our money and our talents mostly, and I find it to be really, really crazy that they're able to do something like that. Especially the part about the masters. That's the most important part that takes me out mostly. I understand the life insurance policy part because of course, yeah, most of the rappers are basically most of the stuff they're putting out there is about gangbanging and maybe the violent lifestyles that they used to live or they are still living. Some of them are still rapping about the lifestyle they are living at this current moment. Unlike, a Jay-Z who only started rapping about his, lifestyle after he got out, like after he got out of the game. And yeah, that kind of thing just it's like, what can we do to prevent something like that? What is the best option? Do you think like it should be something that all artists should be going through, that the labels should have like policies for all the artists and not just the rappers, or should it just be something that should be put off completely? I do understand the life insurance thing though, but yeah, what's your thoughts? Do you think they should do it for all the artists, or should they just stop this life insurance policy thing?
If you're gonna do that shit for rappers, do that shit for everybody. But go ahead, Tuco.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, don't discriminate, right? Like, have that same layout for all artists, right? Not like, don't single out black artists, right? Whether they're country singers or whatever, right? A black country singer, a black pop, pop star or whatever, right? Whatever genre they're in, don't single out the urban culture out of that genre, right? Offer that same fucking life insurance package to everybody. The white people, the Mexican people, Latin people or whatever. Like, yeah, don't single out. Like, come on, man. That, because doing that makes it feel like it's targeted, right? That just makes it feel like you're anticipating and you're hoping that your artist is out of here sooner rather than later.
Yeah, true. You know what? I do think what they do is sometimes they put some artists on the bench. Like maybe they're not making as much money, so they shelve them, and then maybe they give them some time. I don't know. I'm not gonna assume anything, but I do feel like sometimes they may just want to make their money back, and some miracle happens for them that the artist does get into a tragic incident and maybe passes on, and then they are able to get whatever they can from the artist's death. Just like maybe for example PNB Rock, right? He apparently he owned all his stuff, but I think maybe the record label, I think it's Empire as well, right? So I think they probably took that and now maybe own that too. So that kind of thing. And I think even Triple X.
He was with Empire. He was with Empire.
You see, like, look, they making posthumous albums, and that's the thing. They like this thing of making posthumous albums because they like harvesting the energy of the fans and the sadness. It's all about the lower vibrations that they like to get energy from. They're harvesting all that energy, and it's like, man, they like seeing us sad. And they like thriving off our negative feelings more than us being positive. Like, look, in the 90s we had R&B and we had all this lovey-dovey stuff, and we were all in a positive state, right? Even though hip-hop was somewhat violent, it had more violent lyrics because like gangster rap was taking over at that time. But the thing is, like, there wasn't too much violence like there is right now, and the kids weren't as influenced into that. So now every rapper that comes up is now going to be rapping about the same thing. It's the same old topic, same old thing that they speak on, gangbanging, and then they get that artist, and these record labels are smart nowadays. The way they scouting for artists is not like just looking for the talent. They look at the numbers more than anything now. So they just use these algorithms or websites where they can find the artist who has like the most plays or the biggest numbers right now, and then they'll just email them or send them a DM on their socials and say, hey, we like your music, we would like to set up a meeting with you, come through if you're interested. And that's how they get them. And then, they pull this whole life insurance policy. They have these hidden clauses that these artists don't even think of reading, and they sign it without even blinking. So yeah, it's a crazy concept. I do feel like, yeah, it should be a balance of all the artists on the label to be have an insurance policy. But yeah, of course, the rappers, like I said, they do live this reckless lifestyle, so it's somewhat understandable with the life insurance policy. But the fact that the masters don't stick with the family or any of the next of kin, it's what's iffy. What's up, Mr. Xbot? Hope you good.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm doing good. Hope for you as well. Same to everyone else here. I just wanted to say, that's definitely an iffy topic. It's like we all know that African Americans have the highest percentage of life insurance, and I mean, we would imagine why, because of the things that occur and the statistics. But I look at it from the perspective of like, it's smart. I mean, it is smart for the. Of course, we all know it's smart for the record label to do it. But I think we we don't think about how it's like in the crypto space. All we say all day is do your own research. You would think that these rappers, if they genuinely wanted to be signed, they would do their own research of how these record labels work and how these contracts work. And of course, just like you just said, they oh snap, I'm about to get $1 million. They're quick to sign that deal. Same thing here with crypto. Oh shit, this shit coin says it's about to pump to $1 million. I'm about to jump all in it. It's like, no, you're not. You're going to do your research. You're going to sit back. You're actually going to read about it. You're going to see like, okay, well, it might go to negative. I might owe somebody money. It might do this. You never know what would occur. So it's definitely a double-edged sword. It's double-sided, because it's like, I mean, they try to get them young, and I don't want to say the word dumb, but more like naive, especially where they're going to get these people from the hood that might not have focused on school. They might be full-blown in the streets or full-blown focused on music. So they might not know how some of these contracts work out, and all they do now see is, oh snap, a deal and a label and money. And the rest of this information is completely irrelevant. So it's like, you really can't, I don't want to just say, I'm not defending the record labels here, but there's some type of time, some point in time people got to take accountability for. It's like, you knew, or it's like they weren't hiding this information from you. Like, these record labels don't just backdoor you and snake you. Most of the stuff where they're backdooring you and snaking you is laid out right there. You just might have not read it or understood it. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, it's always right. It's not even just in the music industry, in anything, right? They pollute information and make it intimidating and confusing to understand, right? So it's just like, that's what the fine print is, right? So you're just like, I'm not gonna read all that, and they use the big Harvard words and Ivy League words and whatnot, and you just like, fuck it, like, I'm gonna just sign, you know what I'm saying? And most of them at that point in time in their life as an artist, of course, they probably don't have no attorney on hand at this point. You know what I'm saying? And after they get put on, after they already signed a contract, they may go out and get an attorney, and the attorney may tell them, you know, oh, you're fucked. You already signed this shit. This is a whack-ass fucking contract, but you got to fulfill the shit right now, right? And it's just like that with anything, right? Like, look at what we're in right now, right? Crypto, NFTs, right? This is a new financial industry, right? And we definitely, as a culture, and not, I'd say more so as the culture, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. We specifically were not educated on it, right? But it's a poverty division, right? They purposely didn't educate the lower class, period, but especially the culture, right, about the financial system and the stock market, reading charts, financial reports, and this and that, right? The stock market is their daily fucking ATM. They print money out of that thing every single fucking day. And it's not, I mean, it's hard, but it's not as hard as people would think. If, like, you really don't need to know a lot, but if you can learn how to read a chart, you can print money out of the stock market every single day, right? But that's been their key for generational wealth, and it's been their secret. They never pass that knowledge on to us, right? And of course, that's, I mean, for any industry and whatnot, but especially the music industry, right? Like that fine print, they grab them young and hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, my song just popped. I'm finna be everywhere. I'm finna be flossing. I'm finna be stunting. Yeah, let me go on ahead and sign this real quick, right? And yeah, like Levy said, right? They done signed that shit in blood. But we got DJ, what's his name? DJ Sepp in here. What's up? You want to add to the conversation? DJ Seppi, Sepp.
Why DJ Sepp takes his time to get up here, I just want to cover a few things that was being talked about. So like hip hop, the meaning of hip hop back in the 80s when it first came, you know, to fruition and shit like that, because hip hop was positive, you know what I'm saying? It was uplifting the people. It was high vibration. It was talking about the people in the neighborhoods, the culture, you know what I'm saying? Everything that embodied hip hop. Hip hop meant, like, hip mean like what was hip in the streets. So like from the breakdancing, the spray cans, freestyling, beatboxing, shit like that, what was hip. So they talked about it in the music, and then the hop is the vibration that you got from it. So hop. So like, I guess it metamorphosized into something like totally negative, because it's still doing the same thing. Like they talking about the negative shit that's hip in the streets, like drugs, sex, you know, what's going on in the streets. And then, you know, the dancing may be twerking, doing certain other types of vibration. You know, it could even be sex, what can come of it. So, you know, I just wanted to go over that. And then PNB Rock, he was signed to Atlantic, but he used to work a lot with Triple X Tentacion. Him and Triple X Tentacion was cool, so ain't no telling what was going on behind the scenes with that. And then just to answer the whole contract, the contract verbiage thing, it can go a lot of ways, because if I remember in recent memory, it was the COVID year, it was 2020, when Kanye West, the details of Kanye West's contract came out. I don't know if y'all remember this, and it was saying how Jay-Z basically own his masters and all of that shit. Kanye West, the biggest artist in the world. He's been out for almost 20 years now, so I'm pretty sure he restructured his contract. And even him being the biggest artist that he is, he signed that contract. So it's just like, whoa. It's like, it could be. Is it levels to this shit? Could you be to a point as an artist where you in too deep that you gotta sign this fucking contract? Because that shit don't make sense. How you sign yourself over to a next nigga? Like, sorry. I apologize for using that word, but sign it. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Xbot.
Yeah, I was just gonna say from the Kanye perspective, it's like, yeah, it's a little different for Kanye solely because when Kanye got signed, he actually had money. Like Kanye was already pretty much an established producer when he signed to Def Jam. But I'm looking at it from the perspective of Kanye fanned over Jay-Z. I mean, listen to Big Brother. Like he could. I feel like if it was any other, he probably had a million record labels coming to him that honestly wanted to sign after that fact. But he wanted to be with Jay-Z. He wanted to be with The Rock. Like I feel like he was more starstruck, more like a fan, rather than like, oh, okay, cool, I'm about to finally get this label. He didn't care about the money at all. He could care less about the bread. He was making 20 grand a beat. So it was like, now that he's finally able to be next to Jay-Z, I feel like that kind of more like took it over and like clouded his vision, and didn't realize like, okay, this is really what I'm getting myself into. And he looked at it more as like putting himself in this position next to Jay-Z and being, and Jay-Z barely even showed him love for how long. So
True.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
For sure. That's what's up. Anybody else?
Yeah,
go ahead, come again.
Yeah. So the other thing is there's another aspect to this, right? Is that like if they have an artist like say a Kanye West in their label, right? If they are big and they are doing that gangbanging shit or like into that violent music, right? They would if that artist is there, you know, cash crop or cash cow, they'll be able to then try and get them to get jailed and still keep them alive, you know, rather than them dying. They'll just keep them in jail just kind of shelve them so that they can make money off them whilst they're still in jail. That's another way to get some hype. Like, look, for example, Young Thug now, like, he's in jail. I think people are now jamming his music like more than ever and really want him to be free, right? And I think they doing numbers. These labels are doing numbers now because of that, you know. So that's another aspect of it too. Like they have their ways of you know, their chess moves are really calculated. But like Mr. Xbox said, like these people try and get you when you're young, and then you don't really know what's going on in the contracts, and you really eager to just be signed and to be you know, getting that money, that big check. And yeah, like with Kanye, yeah, he was definitely starstruck. He really wanted to be with Jay. He was like, nah, I just want to be with The Rock, because The Rock is going to be like one of the biggest labels, and Jay-Z's going to be one of the biggest artists out there. So I want to be under Jay-Z. I don't care about all the other labels. I just want to be under Jay. I want to be his protege in some way.
For sure. Anybody else want to speak on it?
DJ Sepp, are you back? Can you hear us? Hello?
Hey, Too Cold, what's going on? I was rugging a little, so I didn't hear the last couple of minutes. But I'm definitely loving what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, go ahead. We was trying to call on you to add to the conversation. Go ahead, speak your piece, my guy.
Yeah, that's dope. I totally agree with you. It's crazy how labels are benefiting off of artists not acknowledging what's in their contracts. Who knows what's going on in the backgrounds and all the dirty stories. But it's insane, man. Like there's some real grassroots artists out there that have made big moves, and they have done it without labels. I'm not saying it's right to do it without the labels, but I'm not saying it's wrong. You're the man of your future, right? You choose where you go, which path. But always make sure to double check what you're doing, because every decision you make, you're making it not for today. You're making it for the future, and not only the future of your life, but possibly even the future of your whole bloodline. Because as a music artist, like look at. Oh, I'm so gonna trash this right now because I'm gonna mention a white guy. But Wham, I guess everyone knows that stupid ass Christmas song, Last Christmas. The dude is benefiting so hard off of that record. Imagine if you wrote a song that gets played every damn Christmas for the next 100, 200, 300 years. But your family ain't getting anything off of it. Your kids ain't getting anything off of it. I think twice about it. If I'm doing this for my family, for my bloodline, or if I'm doing this just for the quick buck, but I ain't actually getting much out of it for the rest of my life.
Do it for the gram. Fuck the family.
He came as a snake. He came as a goddamn camouflage. What up, Coin Pimp?
Actually, my name is Coin Regulate 123.
Okay. You done? Oh, you with the SEC now? You did some Gary Gensler shit. I see. For sure. Anybody else want to talk about it? I want to play the second half of the video, and maybe we can extend the convo a little bit before we segue into what we gonna go to next. So I'll go ahead and play the next.
Hold up.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Hold up. I think Mr. Xbot had something to say before you play the next.
It wasn't that too crazy. I was just sitting here thinking, it's like, there's only so much too we can think to an extent. It's like, oh well, how evil are these record labels? Because I'm not even referring to like the type of music they may promote or push out, but I'm also looking at it from the perspective of course they're trying to get worried about money. It's a freaking business. Like, the artist is passionate about dropping music and passionate about their message and passionate about what they're trying to put out. The label doesn't care. They want money. It's a business. It's the same thing about any other business or that you might be going under and working for, doing some commission-based type thing. Now, of course, there might be some type of suspect contract that might be involved, but at the end of the day, the label just wants to make money. They don't really, and they want to put your face out there to make more money. They could care less about your message, etc. That's why it's like you look at a lot of the independent rappers, a lot of quotation mark woke rappers. Majority of them aren't signed. Why? Because they know the deal, and they're more focused on their messages rather than quotation marks the money from a label at least. But then that's where we have other people like that are independent that have a better message that end up getting a lot of money because they know how to do it. It's their main focus. So yeah, that's just another thing I just wanted to add.
Hey, I might add
For
something
sure.
on top of that, because someone mentioned earlier the fact that you might get blocked by a label not being able to release something even though you're on a deal. And I actually know that actually does happen quite frequently, because after all, you said it's a business. And if, I don't know, let's say Drake is about to drop an album and you are the next come-up artist that sounds like Drake that is very, very similar. Ooh, that might spike Drake's sales, or it might drown his sales. So after all, it's business. We got to make sure that one guy sells, and we got to postpone the other. Who knows when that postpone ends and you actually get your shot? So that's also something to think about.
Facts.
Too Cold and Kamikaze, I sent y'all a video.
Yeah. I want to speak on that actually.
Yo, can you guys fill me in what
recently.
video you're about to play? Because I missed the first half.
All right. The videos in the jumbotron is basically the first tweet on the jumbotron. So it's about having life insurance on the artists. So the next one that Gorilla Jake sent, I think I saw this one. So it's about Tank, right? And he's like, yo, the thing that these people are scared of is our love more than the anger and our violence. It's more about the love that we give. So the music that was out there back in the day was more positive, right? There was love songs, and he gave an example about like Sam Smith's song, right? Stay With Me, right? And that if a black person sang that song, it would have been a completely different thing. They wouldn't even promote it as much. It wouldn't be getting on the airwaves as much as Stay With Me did. And so he's
I disagree solely because they used to shill the hell out of John Legend, bro. John Legend used to be everywhere, bro. I don't know about that one. Maybe in that specific case scenario, but man, John Legend used to be at everybody's wedding, every performance, every event, singing and playing the piano his ass off.
But he's cooled off now, though.
He's not making because he hasn't been making as much, and he also has some crazy suspect allegations that have been going around in the media for the past.
Hey, he's spitting facts, bruh.
Hey man,
Xbox spitting facts, bruh.
And also Kanye, after Kanye threw him and Big Sean out of the water and mentioned them in the interview, no one cares about them no more, of course. So it's like, hey, I'm just saying it is what it is, man.
That kid, the Kid Cudi shit is slick crazy too because him and Kanye was right. Yeah, Kid Cudi looking funny too. Like that, it's facts though because John Legend was like, I was getting tired of seeing John Legend. Like, damn, like Ordinary People was a good song. Ordinary People and Stay With Me is like on the same level, bro. Like, yeah, niggas can't. Oh, damn, let me stop saying that shit. But people can't say that it wasn't on the same level. Coin regulator, chill.
I laid it out before we got started that we need to lean back on that because that conversation that was happening Saturday night,
Nah, Ordinary People and Stay With Me is on the same level, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna cap. And then and Mr. Xbox, he basically said it, so I don't gotta repeat him.
All of Me by John Legend.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what I thought of. started talking about Sam Smith. I'm like, all of me, John Legend. That's the first thing that popped in my head.
And what's his name? Ed Sheeran. Like they all like in the same. They all in the same wave, bro. Like they got songs that people will play forever.
Crazy, bro. They can sing their ass off, bro.
Nah, but okay. So is it okay for me to play the Tank video? So we can all be on the same page, or does anybody want to speak on it before I play it? All right, let me go ahead and play it.
Stay. Like, Sam Smith gets to sing a great song about stay with me. That goes straight to power rotation on a mainstream radio station. If I sing that same song, stay with me, limited bandwidth. Because our violence isn't the threat, our love is. Our family separated, it's fine, it's perfect. The man staying with his family and raising his kids and pouring into his woman, that's the threat.
You about to be a preacher.
That's
Dale. I feel like
that's
amen. Praise
that's
God. Holy Spirit just hit me.
And that's what R&B stands for, and that's why R&B takes such a back seat, because we're not promoting the aesthetic that continues to perpetuate the stereotype. You guys are killers. You guys are animals. You guys are savages. That's when you're at your best. So that's what we're going to reward. Those are the guys who get the $100 million deals. Those are the guys who fill up the arenas and stadiums and talk that shit. We love when you talk that shit. Love? We're cool. We're cool.
Hey, so I want to say something before we get to chirping about it. Shout out to Neuro Burner on the live stream. He said, Who knows what deals the record labels do with the artists? I'll tell you, they get turned out. That's what the deal is. And I wanted to speak on that because like I don't agree. I agree. I hear what Tank is saying, but then I don't agree with it because of what Mr. Xbot just said with like guys like John Legend and shit like that. Now, John Legend probably got hella allegations on him. They said he was on Epstein Island. They said he was over there on that Democrat. He was over there on that Democrat side pushing P. So you know what I'm saying. And who knows what he was doing on the back end. On the back end of his record deal. You know what I'm saying? Probably getting touching people. So that's why his shit probably blew. And Tank is kind of suspect too though. Like he was doing some suspect things too. Like before. Yeah, he be wilding. So maybe he didn't do enough. And maybe that's why he might be hating. I look like he hating to me. Like cause Tank was like I know we don't forget. Folks don't forget like us. Like we got receipts. It's receipts back there where he was doing some suspect things. So, you know, man, he was doing something sus. That's all I'm gonna say. I forgot, bro. He was doing some wild shit though. Like, so I'm gonna keep it on that note. But I do got a computer over here, so I'm pulling it up. This the Wake and Bake podcast. We got to put it out there, bro.
Yeah, but the overall message that like the stereotype that they're putting out there, you know, about us being more violent and you know aggressive people, that's the kind of thing that they're pushing out there, and then that's what they think of us all around the world, you know, and the music that we make. Like if you ever meet, like let's say a random black person comes to you and says, okay, I make music. The first thing you're gonna think is what? They make rap music, right? That's the stereotype that people have. Like, okay, you're probably a rapper, but then maybe you're like a Khalid or something where you're a singer instead, or something like that. And people already have this this image of you already thinking you're a rapper more than anything. So yeah, the message that he had there kind of sticks though. But yeah, some of it like what Mr. Xbox said about like John Legend. John Legend, man, like yeah, that guy is yeah, he had his time for real. Like there was that song So High. That one was also hitting too. Like that first album, his whole album Get Lifted was what put him on the map.
He got the song "Baby When I Used to Love You." That shit. I realized that I just don't love. I think Kanye West made it. Not that I used to. La da 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 da. I think that was like his first single or some shit.
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah, I think so too.
He was popping.
The other song. Wasn't it the other song, the number one song? Baby, you're my number one. You're my number one.
Is the argument that Sam Smith and Tank sound very similar, but Sam Smith is on a whole nother level and Tank is just a regular ass R&B artist that have to get in the group with Tyrese?
Man. Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and play the second part of the first video that we was rocking. So I'm gonna go ahead and rock that out for y'all real quick, and then we'll keep it moving.
From the streams of the music, owning the masters, and the life insurance policy, y'all. So they getting paid on the front end by these artists making the music. The side hustle is the prison industry, and then the back end is everything that comes in the artist's demise, death. When I tell you this shit get deeper than you think, boy oh boy.
exposure of Ja Rule and Murder Inc.?
Yeah. I was just thinking of that right now when Mr. Expo was speaking about slanging and gangbanging. Like, even 50 Cent said, like, yo, he says that in the song with Takashi. He says, like, I do not gangbang and I do not do all that stuff. And then he goes on to explain that they basically fucked Ja Rule over. They messed him over by him trying to be more of a gangbanging guy. He got his inspiration off DMX and some of these other artists, and he was making love songs. He was making that vibey songs with Ashanti and J Lo and all of these women.
They said he was a Jehovah's Witness pushing the daily word. He wasn't even about that street life. But then he stabbed up 50 Cent though, and wasn't Murder Inc. funded by Supreme and they whole drug organization? I'm just point regulating, just keeping it real. Yeah, that's why they got it with Supreme to get clout. Street cred.
50 Cent is a funny dude. 50 Cent is a funny guy.
For real, he is. But he's the most realist, though. He's the realist. Like he's always open and honest. That's the thing about 50 Cent. He's open and honest, and he hasn't faked anything. You know, he even exposed Young Buck. Being with the trans.
He's mad loyal too.
Yeah, true. That's true. He is loyal. He'll
call out any bullshit too on the internet. He'll get you. Don't do no bullshit. You'll be right on 50's page.
Anyone goes against Eminem too. He's mad protective against that guy too. So.
Yeah, for real. Eminem is like, yeah, he actually put 50 Cent on, basically, him and Dre. So yeah, he has to always be thankful to Eminem, because he wouldn't be where he is if Eminem and Dre didn't give him a chance like that. You know, he took over the game at some point. So yeah, he's one of them ones. And the fact that he's making shows now about like all of this stuff is another thing too. You know, it's influencing us, because like, yo, Power, I won't lie, Power is really dope. You know,
he's very entrepreneurial.
It's like the show itself is selling, and then he puts his own music on there, and the soundtracks are fire. Like, you can't tell me that Big Rich Town is not a hot ass track. That is one of the dopest songs for a TV show that I've ever heard, like a rap song. Even like for all the other Power series, he has dope intros. So yeah.
I never took a straight bus nowhere. Motherfucker shots in the turn. What the fuck? If you live in this lane.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's lit how he's also like getting like a lot of new black actors, and he pulled the BMF dudes out of the street and got them actually reenacting the actual everything that occurred. So, and like putting them on and doing all that kind of stuff like legally. So yeah, that's actually dope to be able to hear that story. So you can't get more authentic than that, using the actual his son. Like, that's just crazy to me.
Facts.
Yeah, for sure. He's like changing the whole dynamic of how to make money. So yeah, people can make money in a clean way rather than doing it in a dirty way. So shout out to 50 for real. I'm really excited for all the other shows he's gonna make in future. Like, these shows are interesting, but I guess it also messes with our minds too, because like, we seeing all this violence all the time. But it's entertainment, but some people take it to the head and think that it can be their lives at some point, which will kind of lead to the next topic after we play some music. I think, like, yeah, this is a good segue for some music where we can, you know, start chilling now. It's like that chill time now.
Facts. What you wanna get into?
Okay, so we can. Okay, this week. I'm thinking because next week is gonna be an interesting week. Let's play something related to ripple effect. Because I feel like that kind of vibe is on the table, and then confused lifestyles at some point too.
Okay. I'll just play something from the upcoming album. So, if you guys are not into it with Ripple Effect, me and Kamikaze are planning on releasing an album this month, the 23rd to be exact. Next week, y'all make sure y'all tune in. We're gonna have a listening party for the Ripple Effect album. It's basically gonna be a compilation of tracks that we've been playing throughout the whole Wake and Bake series. We're on our 47th episode right now, and we always try to bring a new song each week to you guys, and 47 is a lot. So we got a double disc coming for you guys, but the first disc will be released on the 23rd of this month. It's gonna be exclusively on that Sonar Muse platform. You know what I'm saying? And
it's only 28 days in February 11th.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is the shortest month of the year, and we gonna get it out. We gonna get it out before the 28th day. So appreciate that, Wolf of God. What's good, my G? You said, can I buy albums?
Yeah. Okay, so you can. You'll be able to buy the album digitally, or you can wait for when the NFTs come out and buy the NFTs. So there's two ways. So when you buy it digitally, it means that you, of course, have ownership, and luckily it'll be on the ledger. So it will be like you'll be able to have access to it as long as it's still on the ledger that purchase happened. So yeah, you are able to buy singles or albums at some point. So that's what some of the artists have done. They've made their music available for digital purchase, which makes it available on the music store, in the music store. If it's not for purchase, then you can't really browse on the music store. It's only streamable. Then yeah. So, I hope that answered your question, Coin Regulator.
So I know what song I want to play, but send me the link for Confused Lifestyles, Kamikaze. Shoot it to me in the Twitter DM. I'm gonna go ahead and play XLS20, being that this is a anniversary week for when Kamikaze made the beat for this track. He said he made it on Valentine's Day, aka Red Media Day. But he made it. He made this beat on that day. So since this week was Valentine's Day week, I feel like it's only right to play XLS20, and Sonar Muse is about to onboard the NFTs too. So shout out to XLS20. It's been about 4 or 5 months in now. Folks been doing their thing with it. It's been a good look for the for XRP. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into it, man. This XLS20, Let Me Kamikaze. Hope y'all enjoy it.
XLS20, NFT, frenzy, digital cash, no more dollars, 5s, 10s, and 20s. XRP, let me look at the speed, low on the fees, don't give them your keys, we're monetizing, they about to envy.
XLS14, that's a minor, too young to up with this time, and mature as XLS20, looking much finer, got the right features. XRPL devs are great designers, got royalties embedded, so no need for smart contracts. When a trade is done, there's no need for contact. Different flags, yeah, we got that. Collectibles, yeah, we got that. sophisticated format, we might need a top hat. The amendment, you can't stop that. Music NFTs on the muse, we finna rock that. The standard is here and we gonna be the best. Cleo bringing extra features to the main net. The community is ready, marketplaces better get set. Save the best for last, cause we always doing tests. And shout out to David Schwartz, gotta show him some respect. Got that dog in him like a canine in his chest. A year after the proposal, we feeling really blessed. Metadata getting stored on IPFS. If not, we ain't impressed. You get whatever you want on request. This was a great journey, like a night on a quest. And Ethereum is too weak, over 80%. We gotta wait 2 weeks till we see it get amended. This feels just like a movie. Now it's time for action.
NFT, frenzy, digital cash, no more dollars, 5s, 10s, and 20s. XRP, let me look at the speed, low on the fees, don't give them your keys. We're monetizing, they about to envy. XLS 14 is defeated, cause XLS 20 is completed. It's like a newborn coming out the fetus. I'm not religious, but it's like the second coming of Jesus. I'm in the Garden of Eden, better believe I'm eating. If I saw the coins I made for a song, I'm still gonna make a killing. You'll probably catch me in Sweden. Stockholm with nudies, this Limity is a newbie. On XGB I got cooties, I'm gonna blow it like Hootie. Like I'm with the No Limit crew, Master P, NFTs, XLS 20 goo. Bridge with ISO 22, environmentally friendly. I'm in it with Tezos for some time. Ethereum was on my mind, gas fees was like a tax. Cut my funds just like an axe. Blood, sweat, and tears, dog, I swear a nigga broke his back. Now we gotta bring it back to XRP, triangular trap the wave. XLS 20, dog, I'm hitting on it every day. It's on our Muse marketplace, you gotta give me a play. Crushing diamonds in your face, we helping the human race. And how could I be racist, dog? I'm just a black man in this space with 2 cold coin pimping. And shout out to Crypto Jakes, Kamikaze Killer Strider, y'all knowing that that's my ace. XLS 20, good times, we about to celebrate. XLS 20, NFT, frenzy, digital cash, no more dollars, 5s, 10s, and 20s. XRP, let me look at the speed, low on the fees, don't give them your keys. We're monetizing, they about to envy. XLS 20, NFT, frenzy, digital cash, no more dollars, 5s, 10s, and 20s. XRP, let me look at the speed, low on the fees, don't give them your keys. We're monetizing, they about to envy.
That was XLS 20, Lemmy Kamikaze. That's off the Ripple Effect album, coming on the 23rd of this month. Next week we got a listening session for you guys, so we got a treat for y'all. Y'all come through, kick it with us. This one we gonna be playing the whole thing. You dig?
Hey, yeah, man. That song is, man, that's too beautiful. Like, shout out to you, man. Like, the fact that you chose that beat for the song, the concept was amazing, man. I was so shook, like you said, like, yo, I keep thinking of that time. You were like, yo, you're gonna be surprised on what beat I did this on. And I was caught off guard. So yeah, shout out. I did send Confused Lifestyles in the DMs.
For sure. And just to go back to what we was talking about, being indicted for your lyrics in court, Too Cold did state that in California you can't use lyrics against people in court, and that's true. So I just wanted to say that as well. It's against the law.
You see, Lemmy, you gonna have the SEC coming for you, not the government, not anyone else.
Coin regulator set on straight, so I'm gonna just keep. He gave me the green light, you feel me? So I'm gonna keep going.
Hey, y'all know I hate those rapidy rap 1990 beats, that New York shit, but that shit right there was fire.
I'm gonna tell you who Coin Regulator gonna go for. He gonna go for like them people like your boy and all them motherfuckers. You dig? Like them trash the trash rappers. He finna get them out of here. You dig? The trash crypto raptors. Get them out of here. Regulation time. Nah, but Kamikaze, you had another topic with the cults and all of that shit in rap. You wanted to speak on that?
Nah. Okay, so it wasn't really about cults, but it's more about the fan bases, right? Some of them are too extreme. So, like, there's so many different artists that have their own fan bases. They call their fan bases different names. There's Beyonce calling hers the Bayhive or the Beehive. Then there's Justin Bieber calling his fan base the Believers. I forget what Rihanna's fan base is called. Like, oh, yeah. The Riri's. Yeah, so they all have their fan bases, right? And some of their fans go to the extremes. Like, you know, when someone has something negative to say about Beyonce, there's a swarm of women that will come through to that tweet and attack you like crazy. They'll get on your ass like crazy. They will, like, look what happened at the Super Bowl.
Kamikaze, I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best videos.
hey, man. You see, like, that was a crazy moment right there as well, you know? And even the Super Bowl right now, like, last week on Sunday, Rihanna was performing. Look how many women were going crazy. That was maybe the first time a whole lot of women were watching sports. Like, that is crazy. Like how Rihanna got a whole lot of women to even consider buying tickets to the Super Bowl just to see her perform. Imagine that. Like, your fan bases will go all the way out just to be with you. And Justin Bieber at the time, like, the women were going crazy. Just like Michael Jackson too. Look, there's that video where Michael Jackson just arrived on stage. He was just standing there, and the fan base, like his whole like the whole crowd, like some of them were passing out, some of them were fainting, like crying and everything. Like, do you guys sometimes see like the extremes of what like some of these artists' fan bases do? Some of them get too caught up in and feel like they are that artist sometimes, or they kind of living like that artist, and they try to emulate that the artist that they're really fans of. Do you guys sometimes see that?
For sure. It's like Mr. Xbox said. It's a part of the business. I think it's an agenda. You know what I'm saying? Like, the confused lifestyle aspect of it. People are confused. They don't even have a mind of their own. They rather follow you. You being led. You could be led to your own demise, or you could be led to your own way of being. I for lack of a better term, being led to the promised land by these artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, you got people out there who don't even have their own identity, but they identify themselves with somebody who's getting money, or who's leading, who's basically leading the culture and been put on, been put on to do such. And it's like, it's messing up relationships, especially with these women. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Beyoncé's is messing up relationships. They singing songs about, the content is not even about them. You know, they're basically creating a reality for the world, because people are so influenced by that shit. You know what I'm saying? They're illustrating people's lives, and people could say the shit all they want about music doesn't influence the kids and it don't influence the man. That's the biggest lie, bro. That's the biggest lie ever told. They could say that shit all day. It's the biggest lie, because it influences folks, bro. It influences folks. People don't even listen to their parents, bro. But they'll listen to what Beyonce said in an interview, or they'll listen to what Rihanna. They'll go buy some Rihanna makeup or lingerie and whatever she's selling, and they won't even listen to their mother or father. The person who raised them, and trying to give them, paying the bills to keep the lights on and shit like that. So yeah, it's playing a huge role.
You look look so dumb right now. Stand where I was. Trying to apologize. You're so ugly when you cry. Please, just cut it out. You see, like, look at that. You see, like, those kind of songs, or even, you must not know about me. You must not know about me. I can find another you in a minute. Matter of fact, he'll be you in a minute. Baby, like, think about that, right?
All the single ladies, bro. All the single ladies, bro. You should have put a ring on that shit.
Check that out, right? Jay-Z pulled some crazy stunts, man. Beyonce released Lemonade. She was making these songs about independence, but she stuck with the dude who messed her over, right? So she's been preaching about something completely different and pushing it to her fans, but she's been living something completely different. She's living more of the old traditional lifestyle. She's sticking with a man, even though he messed up. And he probably messed up so many times, but she's sticking with him. You know, I think it's only because it came out in the public that she had to make Lemonade or something. But if it didn't, it was gonna be something low key for a long time, and she's still pushing this agenda of like, yo, the single ladies pull through, like, yo, you don't really need a man kind of thing. But in actuality, she's with a man, she's with her man, you know. And even the city girls, you know, just like
Hot Girl Summer.
Yeah, even Meg Thee Stallion, like, she's got a man. I think she's still with him, right? Party Fontaine, right? Is she still with him?
I don't know.
Like, anyway.
Yeah, she is, but she embarrassed that she had sex with so many guys in the industry, so now she feel bad about it.
Oh, yeah, that came out in court, bro. That came out in court. Damn, Party must be feeling some type of way, though. Shout out. Like, that's sad.
Oh, Party Next Door, right?
No, not Party Next Door. Party Fontaine. He's
Oh.
the guy who was on Simulation Baptized with Kanye. That dude who was like the next guy after Kanye was rapping on Simulation Baptized.
Oh, that dude. She was. Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's dating that dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, like, it's crazy, man. Like, she's also pushing another thing, but she has a man, and she's sticking with him, and she doesn't want to lose him because, like, she knows that it's gonna be tough for her to find more men that can handle her in a way, you know. And then she keeps pushing it for the women that, yo, you gotta be independent. You gotta shake your booty, you know, have some fun. Not realizing that at the end of the day, what's gonna happen? You're not gonna be able to find a guy, you know, having that quote unquote hoe phase in your early days. Yeah, they saying you must have that, and then, like, you losing value as a woman at that time. So it's kind of hard. Why are they pushing these kind of things? You know.
But hey, Kamikaze, most of the women that listen to that music, they don't have a man. So they like, okay, you know, Beyonce said I ain't gotta have a man. That's cool. Like, all right, perfect. Or I gotta have a baby daddy type shit. Most of these women don't have a husband or a man, so they rather listen to music that make them feel better about their life. Just like if you 300 pounds, you want to listen to Lizzo telling you it's okay to be 300 pounds and have diabetes and high blood pressure. But go ahead.
Facts. Yeah, bro. Like, I do see that too. Like, most of the women, it's like, okay, they just want validation that it's okay to be a single parent or not needing a man. They can handle everything, but they don't realize that it's also damaging the kid. And I think there was a song that Lupe had, right? He had a video of, I don't know, it was like this kid and his mom was like always like on social media posting all this stuff, and like as a kid grew up, he was trying to find a woman just like his mom, right? And his mom was kind of like a quote-unquote hoe in a way. So I forgot what song it is. You know, like, he was looking for a woman like that. Like, he was, in the video, he was looking for a woman like that. And it's like, damn, that's really how it is. Like, the kids look up to the parents and see, like, okay, this is the kind of music that they listening to, and then they get influenced in. And some of these kids are singing these lyrics, bro. Like, the young girls are singing these kind of lyrics, and it's like, whoa, extremes. So like they get in their fan bases like to an extent where like they changing the dynamics of romance and love. You know, it's a sad time right now for music and love in a way, because now it's more about toxicity in the music now. Even the guys, like most of these guys, R&B guys, are talking about toxic things. They're not talking about love anymore. They talking about love. I'm gonna smash you, and then I'm gonna leave you for another girl in a few days, whatever. They talk about that kind of stuff. Or girl, it's only for one night and it's over, you know, kind of thing. And these girls are loving that. Like, what's going on?
I don't mean to give you the wrong impression. I need love and affection. Love.
Hey, look, the Michael Jackson of our time, Chris Brown, is a gangbanger, and that's all he talked about is how he about to smash. And he is singing his ass off, but he is not making love. He is just fucking you raw without a condom on, and then he going to the next bitch. Like, it's horrible. And it's only gonna get worse.
Facts.
I like how you added the gangbanger in there.
He could be homeless too. I thought I seen some shit saying that he owe money.
All these motherfuckers is gonna be homeless. Once they find out what the fuck is happening with central banks and liquidity problems across the world, ain't none of these motherfuckers gonna be wearing no gold chains and putting no fucking dollar bills up to their ears no more. Motherfuckers gonna be broke as fuck.
Truth. Yeah. Cultism. That's some cult shit, man. Shit. Let's get into we gonna get into what is that? Overrated, underrated. But let's get into a track real quick before we segue into overrated, underrated. I want to play Proof of State every Thursday. I want to play Proof of State, man, because shout out to everybody holding flair, delegating, because every 2 p.m. on Thursday, we're rewarded. You know what I'm saying? So it's only right that we play this track. It's Wake and Bake vibes. We vibing. You know, we making it happen.
Be careful, Lemmy. I'm listening. Proof of State.
You know, hopefully you give me the green light on this when you talk to Sir Gary Gensler about what's going on in these spaces and shit. Just let them know we turning it up, man. We doing the damn thing, bro. Like, so, you know, just give me the green light, man. I don't want no problems with you guys, man. For real.
Hey, but first of all, let me just know Mistake is not a song that was made in America. It was made out of America. So staking is fine. It's fine out of the. You see, so you know what I'm saying. So I had to clear it up.
Yeah, don't hold my lyrics against me, man. I'm just doing my best. I'm just doing the best. I'm just expressing myself creatively. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all right, motherfucker, watch it.
Hey, Mr. X-Spot, before we play the song, Mr. X-Spot has something to say.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to say, I don't know if anyone's heard this about the staking and the problem with the U.S. and et cetera, et cetera. As long as it's non-custodial, you're fine. So just like Flair, you're pretty much good.
All right, good. For sure. Yeah, because they tripping. They tripping over here.
Yeah, man. Oh man.
I can't play none of my songs saying fuck the SEC. I can't play none of those tracks. Hey, Sonar Muse gonna be in trouble if we play that shit. You know they got that song up there.
Hey, shout out to the USA, man. Y'all are in some interesting times right now with regards to crypto. So yeah. Stay safe out there.
Alright, for sure. Yeah, this Proof of Stake, let me kamikaze, you dig? Shout out to everybody staking, getting rewards, especially today, 2 p.m. Go check your Flare account. It just came through. Whoa, you dig? Let's get it. Let's get it. Proof of Stake.
Ethereum staking. My V chain is staking. And I'm so XRP staking. Proof of stake. My Tezos is staking. My Algorand is staking. My Polkadot is staking. And I'm so XRP. Don't let me get staking with salami. Commas on commas. Cryptocurrency, spit it like currency. I put that shit on my mama. I put on, we made a stimulus on Chainlink. COVID-19 was the main link. You did not see it, use your brain think. A lot of y'all niggas ain't doing that. I put the XRP in y'all niggas' face and y'all still ain't doing that. Tweety Bird looking like a real pootie tag. They try to laugh at me like Pootie Tang. Last laugh, Algorand, bitch, who the main? Yeah, I got a white polka dot, is my concubine. Hit a 3 with Stella and I made it tickle every twine. H-bar just went up 10, bitch, I'm dropping down. Boom, shaka, let me in the kitchen cooking NFTs. Ricky late, proof of stake, everybody watching me. Staking. Proof of stake. My ADA is staking. My Ethereum staking. My V chain is staking. And also XRP staking. Proof of stake. My Tezos is staking. My Algorand is staking. My Polkadot is staking. And also XRP. Money making by itself. Money team got another notch under my belt. When I'm 42, I would not be Keenan nor Kel. A Jackie Robinson, Ty Habit Monopoly. Upside down apostrophes, don't Illuminati me. I got it out the mud, beat them at their own game, you should I'm feeling like Socrates, oh, who an apology. I don't owe a nigga shit. Proof of stake, nigga, let's get rich.
Delegating, Songbird Network we be staking. Numbers going up, funds levitating. 5 frost wallets where we staking. SVN X5 rap Songbird. Farming's what I'm doing in one word. Every week I'm stacking these bags. Gas fees on low, true that. I feel like Hugo, I'm a boss, connecting with these every day. Changing the financial system, changing in many ways. Every chance I have, I stake. 3 airdrops I always claim. Into Aquarius, I always change. Lobster wallet, and it is safe. My crypto is my best employee. Always doing the hard work for me. Stacking it all up slowly. Stacking it all up low key. Making my money do the hokey pokey. Hope it surprises me like holy moly. Wrap it up like a taco, making that guacamole. No ramen noodles, just ravioli. We eating good cause we be staking. We feeling good for delegating. It takes time and dedication. Yeah, it takes time, so be patient. Always trying to pack my bags. Always trying to grow my stacks. Always doing, got no time for chitter chat. Growing all of my XRP bags.
Staking. Proof of stake. My ADA is staking. My Ethereum staking. My V chain is staking. And also XRP staking. Proof of stake. My Tezos is staking. My Algorand is staking. My Polkadot is staking. And also XRP. 12,000 XRP. That's my goal. Then I count it up like J. Cole. Make sure your proof of stake your ADA. Ethereum, July 2021, bitch, that's the play. My V chain proof of stake is V-Thor. I'm literally running up the bands like a whore. Cello, Tezos, Polkadot, and Tron. Live our manifest and Yes, that's proof of stake. Proof of stake, Lemmy Kamikaze. You already know, Sonar Muse is how we rocking, man. Shout out to all my corn regulators. Shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to everybody tapping in with the Wake and Bake today. Y'all already know, man. That song is a classic for sure.
Yeah, man. Like, that song, man, it was really fun making that one. No cap. That one was really a vibe. Like, yeah. I hope it is a time where we have ramen noodles now. You know, it's that time of the crypto cycle where ramen noodles is in fashion. You know, gotta stack them funds and save up for them rainy days. You know, so we can get more crypto. So yeah, ramen noodles. If you wanna stack your crypto, buy ramen noodles and live off that until the next bull run. You know. But yeah, we getting into the overrated and underrated. Lemmy, do you want to start first?
Yeah, I can. So me and my partner was talking. We was talking about samples the other day, and the heat makers and Cameron and all of that. And Cameron was on one of the first people to wear pink. He was one of the first rappers to wear pink. And you know, everybody started to follow suit and all of that. So my overrated underrated was I was just wondering, like, I guess it's a two question. It's a question and an overrated underrated. Is wearing pink and doing like manly things in hip hop. Is wearing pink, wearing dresses, doing all that type of I guess what we call feminine. Is it overrated or is it underrated in hip hop? And could Cameron be to blame for that? Because last time I checked, he was the first person who did it, but it was accepted. Like everybody was doing it. You know what I'm saying? So like that's my topic.
Everybody was wearing pink in 98, 99.
Nah, it was 2003. It was 2003 Coin Regulator. 2003? Yeah.
What about Prince?
Oh yeah, true. So you want like hip hop though. Like Prince was like on some he was like on his pop shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but true. Rick James and shit like that. So they're like more pop, but I feel you.
Yeah, they were pioneers.
I kind of feel like, look, it takes because it is such a biased conversation even to or topic of discussion. I think when it comes to colors, because colors really do express psychology, emotions, and what attracts to it, and so on and so forth. Like pink is a very creative color. Pink has a lot of attraction to psychology of fashion and emotion, right? So it all comes down to that, expressing your emotions, your creativity, and how fashionist you are, in this industry where everyone is trying to be different. And then there is also a factor about being a pickup artist. I don't know if you know about it, like making the color pop, like making shine, or like to outstand amongst other people. So that's really what that is. And plus, I mean, sometimes there is lights, different. I think scenes are created. So I don't know. Like it to me, it's a ballsy move from a man's perspective to rock, or to to dare to wear pink. I think.
Okay. Appreciate that. So anybody else want to speak on it?
All right, cool. Let me say something. Pink ass polos with a fucking backpack, but everybody
know who bought real swag back.
Everybody else had swag, man. We the Rat Pack, Virgil Pyrex, Dauncey Snapback.
Shot-Town Shining. That nigga was snapping on that shit.
Yeah, you feel me? So, what I can say is, I feel like pink is underrated. Really, I don't think it's feminine. I think like more so the dresses and stuff. Yeah, that's overrated though. That one is overrated. I would say there was a time where Kanye and them were wearing them kilts. I guess they were leather kilts, if you can say so.
Yes, yeah, Scottish Rite kilts.
Yeah, so I feel like that was overrated, but the pink stuff, nah, that was a vibe though. Like it depends on how you rocking it though. Like if it's that extreme pink, like the Nicki Minaj Bobby pink, but like I feel like Cameron was wearing that subtle. It wasn't really subtle, but like the pink he wore, he knew how to make it fashionable though.
Bobby Shmurda was rocking that pink too. That's what made me want to bring this up too.
No. Bobby Shmurda wasn't wearing pink though. He was wearing
It was not. It was pink on that shit. It was pink on that shit though.
yeah, but you know the symbol, bro. You know what it meant. Though.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You feel me? But anyway, whole thing of pink. Yeah, it was a white jacket though that Bobby was wearing, but it had pink and purple and all of that, with the hearts and stuff.
Gotcha.
But with Cameron and Pink and like setting that trend and bringing it up, yeah, that's a vibe. Like having those pink polo golf shirts, they were fire though. That was a dope time, and a lot of guys were rocking that. It complemented that baby blue as well. It was like the opposite of the baby blue. It was like that baby pink. So yeah.
For sure. Mr. Cyber, Mr. Xbox, who was first?
Cyber can go.
All right, for sure. Cyber, what's up?
What's up, bro? So, pink is a cool color, Got nothing wrong with pink. But, wearing, dresses and all that, it's... At one point, it was about, expression, But now, it's like an agenda, and it just annoys the shit out of me. But, as a pansexual, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong. I see that there's nothing wrong with guys wearing dresses and all that. But, once again, it's being used as an agenda right now.
Facts, for sure. Appreciate that, Cyber. What's good, Mr. Xbox?
Yeah, Cameron definitely set the tone and changed the game. Especially, I feel like it was just solely because he wasn't just like, he was actually like a real street dude. He wasn't like he was a real dude, like, pretty much. But solely just speaking about the color, if you're a grown ass man, you can wear whatever you want. That's really what it comes. That's how I look at it. Yeah, you can wear whatever you want.
Fact.
Especially when it comes to colors. I think people think way too much about that. So it's like, yeah, just wear what you want.
Facts.
Like, I'm all for the clothes. I'm all for the fashion. It's like, wear what you like. Don't wear what's hype. Don't look at the social media. If it's ugly to other people, but you like it, it really doesn't matter.
Facts. And I think it takes a certain type of confidence to wear things and pull it off. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm that type of person. You know what I'm saying? I'll wear certain things with that people wouldn't even think to wear, and it's made for men. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I pull it off because my swag, my look, the way that I carry myself, it allows me to get compliments off. And it's not about what you wearing, it's about how you wear it. I'm a big believer in that, because you can be Gucci down from head to toe. You could be Gucci, Versace, Louis from head to toe, and you still won't be fresh. And then me, I'll go to Payless, so I'll go to Walmart, go get me a t-shirt, go get me some nudie jeans, and go get me some off-brand shoes, and I can still be fresher than you. You know what I'm saying? So I pride myself on those things. I've been doing that for a long time. So I definitely dig what you're saying.
Yeah, the thing is too is like you got to look at the type of people who.
Me wearing Payless. Go ahead.
Well, how about Skechers? Actually,
I like the
one with the rolly things at the bottom.
Yeah, the roller skate sneakers at the end.
The Heelys.
Hey, I rock them shits though. I rock them though. Like now in my life, I'll rock some shit like that. Just to make you mad. Just to piss the streets off, I'll rock some shit like that.
I was about to say, usually the people who comment on your clothes negatively or colors, especially if you're a dude wearing pink, most of the time they can't dress anyway. So,
facts.
Your opinion's completely irrelevant.
Facts, bro. And I wanted to share something too before Kamikaze get into his. So people like the rainbow colors, like the rainbow colors or the patches on clothes. People always associate that with LGBT, and the rainbow colors actually have powerful meanings to it. Like the colors like of the rainbow have a powerful like spiritual meaning behind it. So I did want to share that with you guys. So the red on the rainbow represents enthusiasm, passion, security, and vitality. The orange represents endurance, perseverance, strength. Yellow represents awareness, cheerfulness, energy, orderliness. Green, growth, health, nature, and wealth. Blue, calm, communication, knowledge, and peace. Indigo, awareness, intuition, spiritual attainment, wisdom. Violet, creativity, imagination, luxury, mystery, and royalty. So, this shit is really what you make it, bro. And I always knew that, but sometimes I just be like, in the back of my head, I'll be like, damn, I don't want to wear nothing with a rainbow on it because people will perceive. But now that I even read this, and there go coin regulator. It's all about what you make. You gotta have that confidence. Once you have that confidence and you know yourself, then that's when you really master being yourself, become your true self. Go ahead, Mr. X-Bot.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say it's like you can technically put that in place of a lot of different things, especially because it's just the color. I can see what you mean by like a symbol or a patch or something along those lines.
Yeah.
But it's like the same thing. It's like I'm wearing a football jersey. Do I play football? I mean, most likely you're not going to assume that. I mean, it's a little different now once again because the agenda, like I said, because you may be referring to the agenda in this case.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter what people would think, especially if that's not the truth.
True.
I don't know. It's just really what it comes down to fast. It's like, oh, Young Thug's gay because he wears dresses, or Kanye just because he wears dresses. I mean, do you really believe that? Like, I don't really. I don't know. It's just weird how I don't know. It's a lot. The perception is a really bad thing that people don't know how to. Yeah.
Yeah. Russell Westbrook kicked that shit off crazy for athletes because he was going crazy. But then my partners would be like, "Yo, Lemmy, you be taking chances like Russell Westbrook. I never wore no skirt or nothing. I don't dress like him, but I take chances like, and I'm confident. So that's why I'm speaking on the rainbow aspect. And I'm usually the first person within my crew to be like not caring. Like I'm like the closest thing to Young Thug, even though I never wore a dress. I never painted my nails and no shit like that. But I understand where he coming from with his shit. So because I do take chances. Like in fashion, you gotta take chances. You gotta be at least that's my mindset. You gotta be an ambassador if you really a fashion forward person. You know what I'm saying? NYC, what's good?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to say, like, how about, like the Scottish people, like they wear those dresses and stuff like that. So
the kilts. Yeah, the kilts. Yeah, so exactly. Like.
So if like, I mean, Will Smith's kid did that, like, and everybody was criticizing, but he was also going through a phase. I kind of feel like maybe still in phase. I don't know, but. It's very. I think it is it's very individualistic how one wants to go about it. What do they want to perceive? What the objective is? Like, what are they trying to achieve? And all those kind of things to come in play. And I think like it's you can be critical. You can be appreciating. Like like there is beauty in every eyes beholder. So yeah, like I mean it's very interesting. Plus the color psychology thing is very spot on. Like I'm crazy. Like I got goosebumps when you guys started mentioning it, because like my project literally has same outline with colors, the industry it attracts to and what it's used to, like and I've picked like 7 different colors, like the rainbows, and each one has laws of attraction towards it and how one moves towards those colors and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's very very intriguing to see how human behavior patterns are drawn to certain colors, and so on and so forth. And plus, there is a stigma as well in the world with how pink is identified with girls and blue is and things like that. It was probably someone's marketing strategy when they launched something, and then that kind of like went on. And it's basically just trying to be more awake and being more to yourself and express yourself and just lose the fear of being judged by anybody. That also, I think, makes a huge difference in how one behaves and they go about their way.
Big facts. Like the rainbow colors are really powerful, man. They're really powerful, and it gets stigmatized in a major way.
Mm-hmm. Hey, shout out to Dazzling with the rainbow X cat.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, shout out to him For sure. Yeah, Kamikaze took the words out of my mouth. Shout out to him.
Okay, so my one overrated, underrated is about radio freestyles. So when rappers go on radio interviews and they do their freestyles, whether it is, off top, I'll split it up. So the off top freestyles, overrated or underrated. When they just, even if they don't like have bars or anything crazy on their freestyle, do you think it's overrated or underrated?
Underrated as fuck. Because, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's underrated as fuck because you don't see it. It's like a 1%. It's like crypto. It's like the 1% of crypto. 99% of the rappers are spitting writtens. Niggas is reading off their. Sorry, damn. Excuse my language. 99% are 99% are not reading off their phones, but like 50% are reading off their phones now. And I'm like, whoa, like that's like the most brazen thing I've seen in the game. Like y'all don't even care about the art no more. Y'all pulling out phones and rapping on camera like we don't see you. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say his name, but he made it hot to do that. if you know who I'm talking about, I ain't gonna say no names because I don't think we said his name all show, so we doing good.
Bollywood flow and my real friends and the fake friends write the wrong answers from the mirror for me. That's how you pick and choose. Don't get this shit confused. I got a small circle. Oh man, I remember that one.
So like back in the day, like Hot 97 in New York, they used to have like freestyle sessions with Funk Flex and other guys, Mr. C and all of those guys. Gorilla Jakes probably know what I'm talking about, where rappers would come through and spit. And, looking back at it, yeah, that was probably written, but back in the day, we thought those were freestyles. And because of the energy, they came in there, they was spitting it like it was like we was like, damn, these are freestyles? Like, whoa, like, these are the greatest rappers ever. Like, Dipset used to come in there, Jay, the whole rock would go in there, and they'll just spit these writtens like they was freestyles. Now that's underrated as hell. But this new era, this new wave, like you can tell that they probably was in there doing takes. Like they probably had to do 5 takes of this stuff, and or some of them would get it done in 1 take because they're not live. Because back on the radio we was hearing it live, but now some of these things are going on camera. And they might not even be live like that. You know what I'm saying? And they playing it back. So now it's overrated, but back then underrated, man. And the people, shout out to the rappers who really come with it off the dome. Like Lil Flip. Lil Flip is really the freestyle king because he freestyles all the time. He's been freestyling since he came out, and he's really the freestyle king of rap because. And he would do it off the top. He would do it off the top, and then they screwed it up, and that's what made him hot. So Cassidy, Cassidy used to be that one of those guys who we thought was freestyling, but I don't know. Looking back, it might have been written, and it may not. But he was a big time freestyling guy too. But Lil Flip is my freestyle king. Xbox, what's up?
Yeah, I always think about this because I listen to freestyles a lot. Like I listen to a lot of freestyles, and it's crazy to me because after all these years, it was Lil Wayne for so long. Like everyone would always say Lil Wayne's the best freestyler of all time, and I agreed. I was on that board, and then Juice WRLD came out and rapped multiple times for 2 hours straight, nonstop, and you could pretty much tell that it was off top because It's like there's some artists out here, like you said, it's kind of hard to tell if they're reading off their phone. It's pretty much easy, but some of these rappers, you could just tell, like, was this something he had in the cut, something he might have just not came out yet? Because I don't know if you've noticed that throughout the years of time, I've listened to a freestyle, and then like 2 years later, that artist will drop it as a song.
Man, yes.
Maybe because that freestyle maybe because it got a lot of views, maybe because it got a lot of plays, but I look at it more like you just had that in the tuck, didn't want to drop that as a song maybe yet, then rapped it as a freestyle. So many people liked it, so you're like, oh wow, it was good, maybe I should drop it. And then you actually recorded it as a song. But in that case, I've heard times where the song sucked more than the freestyle because they actually went in and engineered it, and fixed up the beat and tweaked this stuff. And I'm like, this isn't even. I don't even know what to say. But I definitely think I would say Juice. I think Juice was. I mean, he's gone now, but I think he was one of the best freestylers to touch the planet, just because he could go non-stop about different stuff consistently. It was just amazing.
Yeah, I agree. There was that time where they were giving him words, or actually they were getting objects, and he was freestyling about those objects live, man. Like, that was crazy seeing that. Like, he was just going off top. They just gave him a word, or they gave him like an object. They were showing him objects and stuff. I was like, damn, this guy is really wild. One person I think of when you say like they made a song after the freestyle, but it was actually kind of dope, was G Herbo. That one freestyle he did, like that song, like people were vibing with it.
Red light freestyle?
I think so. I can't remember. It's like that one.
Duck out, roll another blunt.
Yeah.
18 fuck the summer up. Yeah, that's a banger.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that flow was crazy, and even when he was freestyling it there, it was like, damn, that was hard. Like, he had to make it a song. He had to. But another person is Designer when he was doing Timmy Turner.
Oh yeah,
People liked it too. He did it on Double XL, and then like he had to now make it a song. So like there's people like that, and then like I want to find out like what's your definition of a freestyle? Because there's people who say like it's a written that you just write once without even cleaning it up, and then you just say it once off top. You just rap it. Like, I don't know, Nicki Minaj said it at some point that she was freestyling, but they actually wrote the stuff. Even Tiger at some point, I think, like they wrote the stuff and they call it a freestyle in the studio.
Nah.
Like,
Nah, bro. I was born in New York, bro. I wasn't raised there, but I seen like dudes on the block rap off the top of their head for hours straight, bro. Like, those are freestyles. Like, freestyle ain't no written. Like even my creative process is, I'm not gonna call it a freestyle, but it's off the top of my head. I don't write, but that don't make it a freestyle. It's not a freestyle. Like I used to be on the block with my cousin when I was in New York, and dudes will be out there rapping off the top of their dome, rapping like, and just going in ciphers like off the top of the brain. That's a freestyle, bro. Like, you can't really change the definition of freestyle. I wouldn't let these rappers define anything, bro, if they doing that.
A very small bar Gunna said in one of his songs, and there's three different types. I'd say you could have you have the lyrics and song memorized in your head, and they're not written down. Then you have them written down, and then you're just freestyling, of course, just creating them off top. But my man Gunna in a song said, as simple as it was, he said, "This shit ain't a freestyle," because he said it ain't a freestyle because there's shit in my brain. And I thought about that for a minute and was like, yeah, because I mean, you might have not written something down, but you may have so many crazy bars and lyrics and stuff that you've never repetitively said publicly. So you could just go and throw those in a freestyle and say it, and no one would really know.
Facts.
Yeah, facts. I agree. Like, that's one thing I used to do as well. Like, rapping off top. And then I kind of got back to writing again, but now like sometimes when I make music with Lemmy, it's like off top. Like Ripple Effect, the song Ripple Effect was semi off top, as well as like me writing at the same time. So it is a balance. So yeah, freestyle is definitely something that you just flowing, and you actually speaking about things that are in front of you. You speak about things in the present moment that you're experiencing. That's what a real freestyle is. Some of these rappers don't do that. Like, you can tell when it's a real freestyle when they add elements of what's happening in the present moment into their raps.
Facts.
That's what I feel.
Facts. While reminiscing at the same time too. You could tell a story freestyling. You could talk, but most freestyles, like, in order to tell, the way you could tell on a like radio station, like if it's a freestyle, if they say like if the rapper say, "Man, I'm here with Flex, so I'm here on 106," or you know, like remember Freestyle Friday? I feel like some of that shit might have been premeditated. Like they knew their opponent, because it was for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like at least that's what I think, but I could be wrong.
We got to go back to the days with like the basement with like Tigger. Like you could just tell all that shit was straight off top.
So I got a question, cause I'm happy you brought that up. What's y'all? I guess you said what's your favorite Rap City freestyle of all time then?
It's either between Dipset, 50 Cent, I guess would be G Unit at the time. It's hard. It'd either be Dipset or surprisingly like Beast Coast. When Beast Coast came on, that was absolutely insane.
Okay, cool. Beast Coast, who's that?
Pro Era, the Underachiever, Flatbush on, all of them.
Damn, they was on Rap City?
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't even know that shit. So yeah, Dipset, Cameron had the best Rap City freestyle hands down. 100%. Yeah, that's the best one. On the My Block beat, that shit was crazy.
Just sitting there counting the money the whole time.
Man, that was amazing, bro. That was my favorite freestyle. But
you never saw me, you never saw Thriller.
F Mike T, he said, "I'm Anthony. I do things the harder way." What he say? You'll be butt raped up. Take the Michelin Man, bang. Going in, he was going crazy. But yeah. Is that everybody spoke their piece on freestyles before we get into the next one?
I got one more thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, do your thing, bro.
This is a notable mention. One of my favorite freestylers of all time too. He does not have a lot of freestyles, but the freestyles he has done, I know they're freestyles, and he's killed all of them. Childish Gambino.
Okay.
Childish Gambino's freestyles are absolutely amazing, and one of them with Tim Westwood. He literally made the beat right there and then freestyled on top of it just immediately.
Wow.
So, Childish Gambino is definitely top tier to me.
For sure. Appreciate you sharing that. Definitely got to go check that out in my spare time. Next topic. That was a good topic. Good topic so far. Speaking of topics, the reason I bring this one up is because Kamikaze sent me something where a kid basically got arrested for saying it's more than two genders. For saying it's two genders. It's only two genders in school. Like, I guess man and woman. He got arrested for that. So I guess alternative facts, speaking the truth in the real world. Overrated, underrated. I guess it should be simple. Going out speaking the truth in school, I guess, like, or about real topics, or talking about real topics in school. Is that overrated, underrated?
Extremely overrated. You should keep your opinion to yourself in school, specifically because all schools are dominated by liberals and controlled by a liberal system. So, if you have anything that's going to not think towards that degree, I would just be quiet. Because my girl actually specifically, like, she's heavily in crypto, and, she's all against the government and how all this kind of stuff works. And every single person, she goes to Pitt University, so, like, it's a pretty big school.
Yeah.
So, the stuff that goes, like, the way that people are down there, if you say, like, one specific thing wrong or incorrectly, quotation marks wrong or incorrectly, you're going to completely get canceled or ruined. Even if those weren't the intentions, or even if like there's no bad harm or something along those lines. So I feel like it's overrated because you need to, depending on what it is, you just need to be quiet. And I'm usually not the type to say that, but it could extremely hurt you in many different ways.
Got you. I appreciate that point of view. I was actually surprised, but you explained it in a way that makes sense. If you got some shit going on for you and you got to play that game, then shut the hell up. Don't go get homeschooled. You know what I'm saying? Like you really gotta just stay out the way. You're in school. You don't need to be talking about that stuff. That's not what you're there for either. So Facts. But what it what what
real quick, my bad. I had the phone closed, so if you guys was trying to get up here, hit the request button again, and I'll pull you up.
All right, for sure. Yeah. Go ahead, Rootsy Kamikaze. Rootsy, what's good, partner?
Yo.
Wagwan.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Cooling. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like the opposite of that, expert, I guess. Because I feel like, especially in school, that's where they do like a lot of programming and stuff. And I've always been this way my whole entire life. Like, I've been in school, I went to college a few times, and like, I always waited for everybody else to answer. Like, especially like if it was a group thing, I will always wait for everybody to answer on purpose, because I know what I got to say is gonna be different and crazy, and everybody's gonna look at me crazy. I always know that, but I'm used to it, and I know I know how much that is needed, especially like in a school setting or any kind of setting, for that matter. Like, I understand what he's saying, but the way that I feel about that is like, if you're in a position to where, unless you totally want to be in that position, but if you're in a position to where you have to watch what you say, or somebody's going to counsel you, then you have to kind of ask if what you're building is legit, and if it's built on a solid foundation in the first place. Because if somebody can just come and counsel you that easy, then there has to be something to say about that. You wasn't being authentic somewhere along the line, in my opinion. But as far as in school and different things like that, like, I think that the problem is that it's not enough people speaking up about what they feel, so then one way gets to say one thing. And the reason that I feel that we have cancel culture in the first place is because, we can't have conversations without getting offended. And that's another thing that society kind of needs to work on, is being able to talk to each other without, having some kind of malice or hate built up for the other person, and understand that, everybody's different no matter what we believe about our lives, and no matter what role we want to take or anything like that. Like, we're all people at the end of the day, and we should all learn to love and live with each other. That's the only way to come up with solutions. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like there needs to be more of a making people uncomfortable type thing, if at least for us to be able to learn how to have a conversation. Because it seems like somewhere down the lines in society recently, we've lost that touch to be able to, like, have a conversation with each other. Even if we don't agree, we still be able to be cool, you know what I mean, without having to counsel people and going to extreme measures.
Facts. Mistakes, about you want to talk about it?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Like, I'm 100% the type to, speak out or go against whatever the masses may believe, especially if it's true, because I'm based off of fact. Like, I base everything off of fact, of course. But, and like you said, you got to test if whether you're staying, if what you're building is good or not. But I'm just looking at it from the perspective of what did Lemmy just said. Some dude said there was two genders and got arrested. He shouldn't have just said anything. It's simple as that, because it's also from the perspective of, I'm looking at it like, and what is the scenario in order this had to be brought up? Like, if you're referring to just, I am in school to specifically learn. I am not here to teach anybody anything. I'm here to specifically learn myself. It's the same thing as they keep church away from state, or they keep that stuff away from school for a reason, because I'm all for talking about it. But once again, when it comes to the real, not everyone is always going to have the same views, or you're not going to be able to skew some type of people's beliefs or things along those lines. And it's because I'll use it from like a race perspective. Of course, I'd rather know someone's race is up front rather than them have them just lie to me, of course, and not say and say they aren't. But at the end of the day, it's like, depending on the scenario of that person in that setting, I mean, it may not be the best case scenario for that person to do that, especially in a school scenario or something along those lines. But may they learn or change their perspective if other people are speaking up? 100%. But yeah, it just depends on your scenario or your intentions, of course. Because if you're there to learn, you're there to learn. I'm not there to teach anybody else.
I think that this what's up, Rusi? I think this topic is a perfect topic for our main song of the day, but we gonna keep it rocking. We gotta keep this conversation flowing for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna say something after Rusi though.
All right, go. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh no, I just wanted to respond to that, and I just want to say that like even in the school setting, like the way that I look at it is like even if you're not teaching the class, like everybody in the class setting, even the teacher is learning. You know what I mean? Because everybody's paradigms, your subconscious is being formed. You know what I'm saying? Like there's 4 things I always, like my dad taught me because, you know, he took a course on psychology when he was younger, and he always informs me of this. And if you listen to people like Earl Nightingale, Bob Proctor, they talk about the paradigm, talk about paradigm shift, they talk about, you know, the subconscious mind, and there's 4 areas that make up your subconscious mind. And those 4 areas are your repetitious information, credible authority, your social environment, and your personal experience. So all 4 of those areas are included in a classroom. You get what I'm saying? So like the way that we learn is through those 4 areas. So if the social environment is challenging me to think, you know what I mean? I think that might be something that's actually beneficial to everybody that's learning, since we're all there to learn. Nobody knows everything, and if anybody's teaching, they know that they don't know everything, right? So then it would be like, you know, I feel like arresting somebody for saying something is crazy.
It's wild. Yeah. That shit wild, boy.
Hey, just to you know, piggyback off Rootsy, I'm just gonna say some lines. You know, this is it ties in. They say I talk with so much emphasis. Ooh, they so sensitive. Don't ever pick your lips like collagen and then say something where you might end up apologizing. It's a fact. Let me know if it's a problem, man.
Alright, man. Holler then.
Exactly. You feel me? Don't you see? So don't say something if you're gonna end up apologizing about it. You know. So yeah, with all that said, I find it to be like I do see the you know, the in between of Mr. Expert and what Rootsy's saying, but overall, you know, schools are now pushing crazy stuff out there. So yeah, you know, the kids also have to have their own opinions, and when they have their own opinions, you can't now judge them off their opinions. It's what they think rather than what is, you know, what you think it has to be. It's what they think, right? So that's what schools are supposed to do. They're supposed to help you think. And I know repetition is a father of learning at school. You know, we're supposed to, you know, do that. But sometimes they making kids repeat the wrong things. So at the same time, I find it to be slightly, in terms of, you know, speaking the truth, I find it to be a bit underrated as well as overrated at the same time. It depends on the environment, but at school, I would say like Mr. Expert said, you gotta filter yourself a bit, because there are people who are gonna be super sensitive about what you say, and they can't handle that. So
the majority.
Yeah, you better just filter yourself a bit, but also understand you gotta stand by your truth at the same time. So I agree with both of you guys.
Oh, Mr. Xbox, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I was just going to say, of course, yeah, never go against personally what you believe. But like you just said, you're not going to act a certain way in certain environments, like certain business environments, certain work environments. You're just not going to say or act a certain way, no matter how. Even if just that doesn't mean you're going against what you believe in or what your rights that you're trying to defend. You just know what not to do or say in certain scenarios. That's smarter than the majority of the people, rather than just openly saying it when you know you might be outnumbered, or you might just, if it's to spark the conversation or the debate, understandable. But once again, it's especially in a school environment, we know the mindsets the majority of what school pushes and the majority of the schools have. Especially in my age range, in like the early 20s, So it's like it's really bad if you're not. You can say one wrong word and you're completely ruined. Like it's over, and it's just bad. Like it's just, you just gotta be careful.
Facts. If I knew, what's up?
I was gonna say the overrated, underrated should have been, is cancel culture overrated or underrated? Because that's basically what this is. in a nutshell, it's cancel culture basically.
Okay, cool. Yeah, true, for sure. for sure. What was I gonna say again? Damn, I kind of forgot, but it's all good. Yeah, nah. We got some good topics today for sure. Maybe if I remember, we'll come back to it.
Okay, for me, the second one is the double XL freshman list, right? Nowadays, what do you guys think of the list? Do you think it's still relevant? Do you think it's overrated or underrated?
I didn't even know they still doing it. Did they just release a list or something?
Nah, I don't know. I don't think so. Did they release a list?
It's overrated though.
Yeah, nowadays I feel like it's overrated.
I believe they did. There was like one or two artists, I believe, on the last one that I actually liked. And I was actually surprised that they made it. But it seems like a lot of the people that are getting invited to get XXL freshmen, they're turning it down.
Yeah, shout out to them, because like I think at some point it started falling off. I think after 2016, I think that's when it started falling off. Like they lost the plot because they started adding people that nobody really listened to at all. And it's like, yo, who is this guy? I'd never heard of this guy, but yeah, it started becoming overrated.
Yeah, we used to aspire to want to be on that shit, like the like even in this, I mean, it's kind of new because has the freshman list even been out? It's been out more than 10 years, just a little over more than 10 years.
Yeah, I remember collecting the magazines, the XXL magazines too.
Yeah. Those were big. I think Kid Cudi and all of them was on the first one, was the first list or something like that. And like even OJ the Juice Man, people could say what they want about OJ the Juice Man. I actually love him though, but I think he was on it. He had some other people on there, but it was hard. It was a dope thing, big time thing back in the day. So it's overrated now. I don't even keep up.
Even Kendrick was on XXL freshman list.
Yeah.
J. Cole, like that era of artists, they got it right at that time. They got it right with the artists when they selected that list of freshmen. They had J. Cole, they had Nipsey Hussle, they had all these guys that were changing the game, and even Currency I think was there, right? I don't know if he was, but yeah, there was quite a lot of people that were relevant at the time that they put on there, and yeah, that was dope. That's when people wanted to start getting on the freshman list, because like, yeah, it was good exposure, but now they lost the plot. Especially, I think the time when is it Koi Leroy? I can't really pronounce her name, where she was doing a freestyle and then she ended up twerking. Like, what was what was that? Like, that doesn't make sense. So yeah, these people aren't really there. I think the last one where I felt like, yeah, this was the last one that was fire was with Triple X, that group of people. I think that was the last where I felt like, yeah, these guys were dope, and this is the last of the freshman list that would be relevant.
Facts. I'm trying to find the list of. Go ahead.
I got one. Overrated or underrated? Can a female is females being able to go bar for bar with a male rapper? Is that overrated or underrated? And I'm not talking about mainstream rap female rappers, right? I'm talking about if you search underground and you fuck with female rappers, lyrically, can those type of female rappers go bar for bar with male rappers?
I
They're
think
highly underrated.
Especially from the down south. They're very hardcore. But yeah, I think it's
female artists are definitely extremely underrated. Definitely the underground ones as well. Like I don't know too many, but the ones that I hear every time someone sends me songs and stuff like that.
Rhapsody be spitting.
Always slap.
Rhapsody's good. Yeah.
I hate to bring this up, but even Young M.A., even during her peak time, Young M.A. was
Yeah, nah, she can lyrically hang for sure.
Man, she's hard as fuck. She's hard, bro.
Yeah, I got a couple female rappers on my radar, right? And yeah, lyrically, I mean the whole female aspect of the hip hop industry is 100% underrated, right? The sexualization of a female, when you do find one who can deliver it, who knows if they really write them, that's way overrated.
Facts. The thing is, like, I think we shouldn't like now split rap between like male and female. I think now there should come a time where it could be like a balance, like where you definitely can now compare a male rapper to a female rapper in the future. I think that time should come, and more females, when there are more females that do rap bars and they become mainstream, but not to a point where they start like showing off their bodies more. Yeah, I would like to see something like that. So yeah, I think it's highly underrated. These underground female rappers, there are some that even beat these other underground male rappers, so, and they can battle at the same time, and it's like, damn, this is fire. So yeah, they're highly underrated.
A mainstream one that everybody sleeps on because she's disappeared, Lauryn Hill, man. You can't forget about Lauryn. She got bars.
Mm-hmm.
She's a legend though. She don't even count.
Yeah, she a legend, bro.
She's like a legend. Like she's already going down in history. Yeah.
She too legendary.
I think NYC was gonna say something though. He had his hand up.
Yeah, go ahead, NYC or OC.
Yeah, I was just about to get ready to light it up for 20 here in New York, so just 1 minute.
For sure. That's lit. Shout out to you.
Hey, shout out, man.
Unfortunately, I'm in the same process, so
while you guys were talking.
Hey, I'm gonna join you guys. Right now too.
Hey man, this the wake and bake vibes. What the hell y'all talking about? Y'all better light that shit up.
Y'all should have been lighting it up from the beginning. What y'all mean?
Y'all been waiting for free money.
Hey, you talking about y'all better light that shit up, boy? I got the freshman list on me if y'all want me to read a few of them out. It started in 07.
Shit, damn, yeah. Please tell us the 07 list, the very first list, man.
Yeah. So and then we can discuss who belonged on there, who's still relevant and shit like that. So the 2000, hold on, let me see some shit real quick. The 2007 freshman class had Lupe Fiasco, Lil Boosie, Papoose, Joel Ortiz, Plies, Rich Boy, Saigon, Crooked Eye, Young Dro, and Gorilla Zoe. So,
how many of them did the make already?
Huh?
How many of them do we still, how many of them are still around?
Still relevant. Lupe Fiasco, he's not really mainstream, but he's still around. I wouldn't count him as still. If we talk, are we talking about mainstream or we just talking about, because this shit could be based off perspective. Like we can,
true.
You know what I'm saying? So in my eyes, Lupe Fiasco still raps. Lil Boosie, he's still in the mainstream. He's still around. Papoose is married to Remy Ma. Like he's he's still doing. I guess he's still doing this thing. I seen him in what is that? Love and Hip Hop. Joel Ortiz.
I think Lupe Fiasco's mostly writing, right? Like ghost writing and like stuff like that. So some of them are still doing that.
Man, Lupe Fiasco is in my top 5 rappers of all time. So like lyrically, he's a monster. Like I still rock with him heavy. Rootsy, what's up?
Yeah. So I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, because a lot of them may not be like mainstream rapping, but they may still be doing like their own little thing as far as like them and their brand is concerned. So I was thinking like maybe when they say the freshmen, would they like does it mean just rap? I'm not really in tune with a lot of stuff, to be honest. But does it mean just rap? Because the way I see it is like if they got put on a list like that, that's their brand getting exposure in whatever area. They can take that and run with it and make that bag. You feel me?
Facts. So in 07, these guys were the hottest. These guys were hot in 07. Like I can explain what each of them was doing too. Like that's how in tune I was with the list. Like Lupe Fiasco at the time, he dropped his first album. What is it called? Food and Liquor. He dropped Kick Push. Kick Push is arguably to me one of the hardest hip hop songs of all time. It's just a fire ass hip hop track. Like it's one of my era of hip hop is one of the best hip hop tracks of all time. And I'm not being biased because he's my favorite rapper. Then you had Lil Boosie. He was one of the biggest artists at the time too because he had to Wipe Me Down. He was doing The Girl Give Me That with Lil Webby. And he was just coming out the South. He was raw from the streets doing his thing. Papoose was more of an underground guy from New York. All my New York people was telling me about Papoose. He was lyrical. He was on the Smack DVDs. 07 Smack DVDs was popping with the freestyles and things, and Papoose kind of cemented a name for itself. Joel Ortiz, he was a huge ghostwriter, and he was a huge New York rapper too. He's with Slaughterhouse, and who was comprised of Crooked Eye, Joe Budden, and him. So they was like more of like the underground hardcore hip hop rap guys. Plies, another guy who was big in the South. He was raw. He was different. His flow was unorthodox. He wasn't the most lyrical guy, but he was entertaining too. You know what I'm saying? The streets loved him down here, bro. Like I wasn't really hip to Plies at the time, but you couldn't help but notice him. You know what I'm saying? Rich Boy, of course, that's Throw Some D's on it. Everybody love that song.
Hey,
what's up?
Rich boy selling crack, bro.
Niggas got a track. You know what I'm saying? It's Water Cadillac. Throw some D's on it.
Oh man. hey. So someone was saying Glorilla sounds like Rich Boy. She's giving that Rich Boy vibes. I was like, damn. This guy, whoever said it was spot on, because it is. Like, the way she kind of raps is like on that Rich Boy kind of vibe. So, yeah, man.
Rich Boy was hard. Glorilla hard. and I don't listen to Glorilla like that, but that's that Alabama to Tennessee dialect. Like, just because you from the South, don't mean that everybody talk the same. It's like different dialects out here. So like Memphis got their own slang, and Alabama do too. And I could see that shit because Alabama and Tennessee's kind of connected. Memphis is like on the edge over there. So. Shout out to all my down south country rappers. But Rich Boy was the hottest rapper around that time. He had that song. You know what I'm saying? Like Throw Some D's on it. Kamikaze from South Africa, and he know that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's lit. Saigon, I'm not really too privy on him. I know that he had a song. I know he had a few songs. I don't really know what he was doing. I don't to make this list. I'm gonna say I don't know why he made that list. Everybody else, I kind of see it, but Saigon, I really don't know. Crooked Eye, like I said, that was what is that the group with Joe Budden, Joel Ortiz, and him. It was under Eminem. Eminem is the one who got them guys, so I'm pretty sure he catapulted them up a little bit too. Young Dro Young Dro is that dude, man. Young Dro is probably one of my personal most underrated rappers. Like, especially when he first came out with Shoulder Lean. I used to have a mixtape of his that I rocked out to all the time. It was actually called Leaders of the New School too, and I was putting him on the same pedestal as T.I. because he was under T.I. So I love Young Dro. Gorilla Zoe was hot too. He had the hood, you know what track, the hood nigga track. And he had some bangers. He had some bangers down here in Atlanta, so I could see why he made it as well, even though he's probably not as relevant. But yeah, these lists kind of take me back, man. They take me back. I don't gotta explain everybody, but I could just read a few of them out for you. The 2010 one is the one that Kamikaze talking about with all of the big names. That one got big names on it.
Yeah, so yeah, maybe at some point we could like go and have like a space and talk about the freshman list and go back in time kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. We'll keep it moving. I didn't have any more overrated, underrated topics. Kamikaze, did you have any more?
Yeah. Okay. So another one is I think I'll skip this one because it's going to be a topic that we're going to speak about. It's something we were speaking about already on the side. Mm-hmm. But I'll speak on the last one. This could be the last one, which is mainstream rappers rapping about crypto. Overrated or underrated?
Underrated, bro. Oh, I seen...
It's underrated? Nah, man. I feel like it's overrated because they're not really speaking much about it, bro. I don't think so, man.
Oh, no. So I guess I'm answering in the I'm answering in the context of like I don't hear it. Like I don't personally hear it being. I don't see it being done. So I think that it's underrated. You know what I'm saying? So we might be looking at it from two different points of view. But I think that but speak on why you think it's overrated.
Yeah, because like the thing is like they're not really educating anybody. You know. Like Tuco says, like they don't have that substance right there, you know, about the music. They probably just put in subliminals in their videos or something, or maybe just speak about Bitcoin here and there, or small things, but not really, you know, as in depth.
Okay, so
letting people know, like, hey, this is how you set up an account or something like that. You know, like how you do it or how any of the other crypto artists are doing it out there. You know, they're not really going in depth and educating us. They just saying, oh, I just own some Bitcoin. I just bought myself Bitcoin, or I have a ledger. Or they're showing off a ledger, like, you know.
So
that's what.
What about the song from Eminem and Snoop Dogg when they showcased their apes?
Nah, that's not even a crypto song though. It's not even a crypto song though. Like, yeah, they cool. They got endorsed by Bored Apes, you know, and they were promoting the metaverse at that point. They were introducing people to the metaverse, I guess, but like they weren't really speaking on crypto though. They were just having a song that they made as an NFT, maybe, and performed
it. Best song that I've heard. I mean, it's not hip hop, somewhat hip hop. I don't know if you know Grammatic. Like the song's called Satoshi Nakamoto. It's pretty rad. It's got some raps into it as well. Grammatic. I don't know. They're pretty like gorillas in a way. So check them out if you ever get a chance.
Okay, bet.
For sure.
Roots. Before I let Rootsy on talk. Oh, go ahead, Tuco. Do your thing.
No. Go ahead. Before we get out of here or whatever, I want to play this. I want to play this song by this female.
All right, for sure. I see what you're saying, Kamikaze. Yeah, like I guess you're talking about like the mainstream artists, or are you talking about mainstream artists, or are you talking about like artists like me, like underground, talking about crypto?
Yeah, I'm talking about mainstream artists.
Okay.
Mainstream artists rapping about crypto or speaking about crypto.
Oh nah, that shit is hella overrated because it becomes a partnership. It's like some partnership shit. Like say Snoop Dogg and Eminem, like Coinbase gave them the green light to rap about crypto or something like that, or they partnered. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes like, or FTX. It becomes an FTX situation where, like, let's say if Sam Bankman-Fried came to Snoop Dogg or any of these mainstream rappers, like, yo, I'm gonna give you these millions. I'm gonna give you some money from all of these people who pay for crypto and this shit to rap a song, and they come up and spit some trash, or they come
some FTX.
Yeah, or they shilling FTX, or they shilling. It's gonna be some cliche crypto shit. It's not gonna be nothing about XRP, nothing about real generational wealth. It's gonna be a way to hit a lick, and then it's gonna come in the news that, oh, FTX turned out to be a scam, and Bored Apes. Look at Bored Apes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all gonna come back to haunt them. That's what it's looking like with commercial crypto rap. And I seen XRP Bags before I got set up. I seen XRP Bags post like a song with Juicy J, Lex Luger. Like Lex Luger, I haven't seen that motherfucker in years. And Trapaholics. And I seen it, and I was kind of surprised he posted that shit, because like it's like, okay, like I guess he was trying to show that it's going mainstream. You know what I'm saying? More so than the message, cause you know, I guess that's what it was about. But Rusi, what's good?
Yo. So yeah, but first to NYC, I heard of Grammatic before. I went to a Grammatic concert. It was crazy. I was just walking past downtown San Diego, and they was having a concert. These girls was like, "You want to come in?"
Electrifying.
Yeah, I was like, let's go. And we sitting around, talking, got in there. I was like, whoa.
Blown away. Yeah, I first time I heard them, I was the same experience I had. It's pretty good.
I heard of them, but I never listened to their music. I'm gonna tap in.
Yeah, it's best to experience it live, like reggae music. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's something that you gotta feel. It's dope though. If you ever get a chance to see a live show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's some dub in it. There's some electric music in it. They mix it up pretty well with hip hop as well. They throw some nice bars into it. It's chill. It's loungy. It's pretty cool. It's like I said, Nightmares on Wax. I don't know if you heard them. Gorillas. It's that kind of jam.
Hey, Kamikaze, I think I got one more overrated, underrated, but y'all, if y'all still talking about it, go ahead. I ain't mean to cut nobody off.
Oh no, you good, dude. But on the overrated, underrated with the hip hop, with the rappers, the mainstream rappers talking about crypto. Okay, so my experience, I feel like it's underrated, and the reason I say that is because I feel what y'all talking about though. I feel what y'all saying, because they're not really spreading a good message. But the way that I heard about it, I don't know about all those artists, and I don't really listen to mainstream music too much. You know what I'm saying? But I heard it from Snoop, of all people. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I started listening to Snoop. Got like 4 albums. He got Back on Death Row. He got the Metaverse 1, the Metaverse 2, and he got another album. But with Snoop though, the thing with him is, his son got him into NFTs. I think his son gave him one of the Bored Apes, and he named his ape Dr. Bombay or something. And so he got a song about it. But what I'm picking up on, what he's doing is, like, he's creating more of a culture behind it. You know what I'm saying? When as far as the music comes, and I was like, dang, that's kind of dope. You know what I'm saying?
He's heavily invested in every aspect of it. Sandbox, like definitely, like his NFT wallet is huge.
Yeah, it really is. And then on the flip side of that too, like he has an alias or another name he goes by on Twitter, Kazomo De Medesi, and I was like always wanting to get into art and stuff. And he's like, he's really big on art. He just donated like, I don't know, I think it was like 20-something NFTs to something in LA the other day. I gotta go back and read it to get the full facts. But he donated some NFTs to an art museum. You know what I'm saying? So that they will be permanently there. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like what he's doing is he's more trying to he's more like, even in the music that he makes, you can hear him trying to create a culture around, you know, cryptos and NFTs. But I feel what you guys are saying as well at the same time, and I feel that's perfectly where we come in, and especially you guys have a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge on NFTs and crypto, and it's like really, really a big thing that's needed. Because one thing that I was thinking, right, it's like, how does our culture learn? Our culture learns through music. That's how we learn everything. That's how we get game. That's how we learn how to do stuff. That's how we get mindsets, all that. And right now is the opportune time for this to kind of come in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, 100. Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, it's a little bit off topic, but like while you were talking about Snoop, I'm like also like working on the side on my next NFT project, and I crazily like I'm working on a Snoop concept. So that's something crazy. It gave me like a crazy goosebump. So energy is crazy there. So just wanted to share out there.
For sure. Appreciate you sharing that, bro.
Like Snoop, him and his son Cordell is the one that got him into NFTs, and he was doing like a lot of stuff. He be over in Asia a lot, over in China. He be meeting different people. They got a lot of good stuff that they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And they're really into the music aspect of it as well. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that's like a far reach.
And I kind of see what you're so trying to say, like to these guys who brought up this issue. I believe it was Lemmy or is it Kamikaze? Not 100% sure. But yeah, like maybe it is a great opportunity for you guys, for you underground guys as well, to maybe create something that's not been created, because now the niche is there. You know, like your journey about crypto, like how you started, like what was it when it was just Bitcoin was just nothing and then it spiked, or like how you got it.
You're new here, NYC, so you that's old news, right? We've been doing this for a year. They have Kamikaze and Lemmy have hella educational crypto music on their YouTube channels and whatnot about and for projects, mostly on the XRP ledger, and then like just educational shit about how to hook up your Zum wallet, which is the wallet we use over here, right, on the XRP ledger. Don't get rugged, how to do research and whatnot. Like that's old news. We've been doing that already. we ahead of that already.
Great. Nice. Congrats.
Yeah. Lemmy has a song called Crypto Crazy, right? I think that's where he speaks on his story on how he got into crypto and trials and tribulations of, you know, what he went through. So yeah, you should check that out.
For sure. Yeah. It's all good, man. And Sonar Muse, man, that's a platform that Kamikaze created for artists like us to monetize and, you know, do the damn thing, like, you know, put ourselves out there. So it's
Kamikaze. That it's just amazing too. Like it's like one of my favorite albums from Eminem. Like I'm a huge Eminem fan. Like diehard Eminem fan, I'd say.
For sure.
I didn't get a chance to like step in earlier when you guys were talking about freestyle and a couple of other things related to Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and how they're all like under the same, you know, like group, like friendship and things like that. They all watch each other. So yeah, dope stuff. Excuse me, gonna have to step down. I have to take care of something else. But again, thanks for having me, and appreciate all you guys. Had a great time listening to you guys and learning about hip hop.
For sure, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, for sure. Have a good one. Be safe.
You too, guys. Take care. Bye.
Yeah, I want to say also that that's another thing I wanted to mention as well, is that the thing that Kamikaze created is one of a kind. You know, like I was looking for something like this for so long. That's the reason I got into music and NFTs in the first place. You know, and this is something that, like, when I try to tell my friends about it, and I try to tell rappers about it, and artists and different people, they don't really have an idea of how to even get into it in the first place. And then when you try to explain it to them, they say they don't have the time. But what they do have the time is they have the time to listen to a song talking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like this is something that is so needed on a big scale, but then it's a complicated situation, you know what I'm saying? Because of the way that you want to show them how to do it, it's a little different. It's a different paradigm. So everything is kind of still in the making. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's like I heard what you're saying because it's overrated, because then it's like the way that everybody talks about it, it's like, oh, you know, it's just a get rich quick thing. You get what I'm saying? But then it's underrated because it's like it's so much more. Like, yeah, that's a possibility, but it's so much more that you guys are missing that there's to understand about this. You feel me? So I think this is a great topic because this is something that I've been going over in my mind lately when it comes to music, is how to bring forth something like that. You feel me? Exactly,
but see, to your point, is like those same artists that's pushing it on the mainstream level, they're not talking about the things that Kamikaze's doing. That's why I look at them as overrated. I guess it's the amount of time that I've been in these crypto streets, in the crypto game. It's just like, man, it's like I'm just seeing it for what it is. It's like I feel like that part of is mainstream, but this part, what we doing is I'm sorry. That part is overrated, but this part, what we're doing, is underrated. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's two sides to it. It's a mainstream and it's an underground crypto sector. Like, and that mainstream shit is overrated because it's leading people in the wrong direction because there's no regulation yet, and that shit that's where it get complicated because there's no regulation. It's no regulatory clarity. Nobody can really make see what's going on unless you do your research, like Mr. Xbox was saying earlier. We still want to talk about Mr. Xbox. What's good?
One of the big reasons a lot of the rappers won't talk about this stuff in their music as well, specifically because they're signed to.
Facts.
Here's the thing: they're not financial advisors. You're not allowed to give legal advice legally because people take it and then they can sue you, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So that's why every single YouTuber and all these people, this is not financial advice because you legally aren't allowed to do that. That's a big reason on why probably rappers don't speak about it, as well as not knowing. Rappers don't need a pump to get rich. They have money already. Like, they don't care about from the investment perspective. They're just throwing their money there so it's safer, and then eventually it'll be worth more, or they're going to go gamble with it. But it's like they're not banking on that pump. They don't really. That's kind of irrelevant to them because they already have money. So it's like they're not going to talk about that because they're not invested to that degree. They're invested with money, but not time. So big difference.
Facts. I got a question. Go ahead, Kamikaze.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to say, shout out, appreciate you guys. Relic NFT did post something in the replies. He posted XRP Chiz, so yeah, also gotta give props to him too. XRP Chiz is also a pioneer on XRPL with the crypto music too, about the XRPL and speaking about it too, you know. So yeah, we should also forget about him in the conversations too.
Facts. Shout out to XRP Chiz. What was I gonna say? What are you guys' favorite mainstream crypto track or favorite mainstream artist who's contributing to crypto right now? I'ma say, y'all can go ahead. I'll go last.
Hey, I don't have a mainstream artist, but the artist that I listen to, his name's Lofty 305, and like he had a short EP called Bitcoin Casino. So like that song, like the main song called Bitcoin Casino is like the one that I feel like it's dope. Other than that, I don't know any mainstream artists that really speak about crypto like that. I don't really know any.
Alright, for sure. What's up, Mr. Xbox?
I don't know if he's really considered mainstream, but he has been around for a long time. Yes, some of the stuff he speaks on is illegal, but a lot of the stuff he promotes is pure positivity and investing, and I'm referring to Money Man.
Yeah, that's what
Money Man, of course.
That's what I was gonna say.
One of the only rappers that will actually genuinely show you how to get your credit right, invest in the real estate, invest in the crypto, and actually do it legally and correct, and so you could succeed rather than him just talking about some bullshit. So.
Ball a little polka dot, ball a little V chain, ball a little.
He be spitting, bro. He's one of the very. But that's the thing. He's been around for years, but like he doesn't have. I would put him in that mainstream light, you know. But that's probably the only answer I could give because there's not a lot of mainstream rappers that actually, like we said, speak on crypto. It's more just like I got Bitcoin or I got a ledger or just be random shit like that.
Facts. I was putting him. That's what I was talking about. That's my guy right there. Yeah, because he got the hardest blockchain song like that went far, like you know, that went mainstream on the radio and shit like that. So yeah, shout out to Money Man. He's doing his thing. But even when we first got into spaces, they was asking Money Man about XRP, and he was like, "Oh, I can't talk about them because they in a case." So it's like he might be you know, censored a little bit. He might can't speak on shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like he had his whole album. He had a whole tape called Blockchain.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my mainstream guy when it comes to crypto. But yeah, for sure. We got any more topics? Oh yeah, I did have one more. But the Rihanna performance, overrated Super Bowl.
I heard she turned it down 10 times. I heard she got invited for the past 10 years. They've invited her and she turned it down every time.
Really?
But yeah, that's what I was hearing. That was like a big article that was going around. They invited her for the past 10 years and she turned it down each time. But
interesting.
I feel like she only accepted it because she's about to drop some new stuff. But I feel like it was overrated, but I'm not saying it in a negative way. Like she snapped, it was amazing, but it's like we know all these songs for the past 10, 15 years. Like come like
I got you.
I agree. I feel the same way. Like she could have just maybe previewed maybe a new song a bit. Like okay, this is it. She probably did it too, just to say, yo, I'm pregnant too. You know how Beyonce also did it at a concert too, where she kind of showed a baby bump. So it was kind of like a reveal that, oh, I'm having another baby, and yeah, I'm still in it. You know, so it is slightly overrated for me, and not in a negative way though, because I'm not really into Rihanna like that. So yeah. It's just that she attracted a whole lot of fans, and they saying she did it for free. I think everybody does it for free at the Super Bowl, but they trying to say like, yeah, she did it for the exposure. Like what? Really?
Except there was more viewers. There was more viewers during the halftime than there were for the actual Super Bowl.
I think that shit is capped. They get paid for that shit. I think they get paid for that shit. And exposure. What? Y'all already exposed to the world. Come on. That's cap.
I think it's underrated. I think it's probably one of the best performances I've seen in regards to production, the music and like the visuals. When it comes to her not playing a new song, I understand it. One, because your fans aren't gonna know that song. They're not gonna follow it. They're gonna, sing along with you. It's not gonna hit the same. If you guys notice, all the tracks that she did bump, they were all hits. They were all money makers for her. And ultimately, I think if we were there at the actual show, those hits, would come out a lot bigger and better live versus on TV. But I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the choreography. I thought it was pretty dope. Her putting like her makeup in the middle of her set, that's pretty cool. No, I give it a 10 out of 10.
For sure.
Now, did you guys see? I saw this clip. I think it was on IG. It was real. Apparently, the actual channel, the show, they censored her doing the Illuminati sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up. That's why I brought it up. I was waiting for somebody to talk about that shit. Good job, OC. You did it. Hold on. Where's the applause at? Where's the applause at?
Or some shit. I couldn't find it. So beats me where it was. Or which
Apparently, someone made a fake NFT. Like they made a fake NFT for Rihanna or something, and they were selling it during that time.
But yeah, once I saw that video, I was like, oh man, triangle, yo.
So, alright. I don't want to drag this shit on. The triangle, overrated, underrated, because Jack Harlow was promoting triangles too in the commercials. Triangle, overrated, underrated. What's good? Let's get it. Wake and bake. Let's do it.
Are you talking about the instrument now? Are you talking about the instrument?
Yeah, the commercial, the Doritos commercial with the triangle.
The triangle, the instrument, is highly underrated though.
Triangle trap tsunami, man. We triangle it up. Let's go. What's up? Nah, let me stop.
Underrated, man. I don't think we know enough, right? I mean, I look at it as a gang type shit, where, but just at a different level. You have that one white power symbol that people seem to. Same thing with the pyramid, Illuminati. I think it's just a representation of who you rep with, and just at a higher business level, underground type shit. I feel. So I don't know. It's hard, man. It's hard not to believe certain things, but it's a crazy world out there. So it's still not ruled out technically.
Facts.
It's a crazy world we live in.
Discernment, man. It's all about discernment and perspective. That's how I see it. But just why they gotta censor Rihanna doing the triangle, and then put Jack Harlow with the triangle? Like, you got them questions got to be asked. Like, I thought it was just a triangle. But nah.
But I don't understand. What's up with the reporters? Or like, hey, Rihanna, what's up with that sign you did at this time? Like, can you explain what that meant? Where's the media out with this?
Oh, you see, it proves a point, man. Some so I had a partner. I got a partner of mine. When we get deep into these things and we trying to figure out the truth and things, he'll be like, man, we'll never figure out the truth. And for some time I just let him say it, but if he say it to me again, I'm gonna be like, man, I think you're wrong, because it's people like us in these discussions who have these conversations, and we're analyzing it. We're bringing up the questions, and we're trying to get to the bottom of it. So it's like the truth could be right in front of our face. We could be figuring out the truth. We can't depend on the media or journalism or whoever's out there to give us the truth. Sometimes we got to go out there and get it ourselves and make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? But for people who can say we'll never figure out the truth, like this and that, like, if you put the pieces together, sometimes the truth is sitting right in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
Just to add on to what you're saying, my G,
What's, for sure. What?
Back to the triangle, because it's funny you saying all this even tied together, but the triangle was just, if you put both the triangles together, it's going to represent the 6-point star, right? But that was just an alchemy of way of saying as above, so below, saying that you complete, or saying that, heaven and earth together, or you understand that you the kingdom, and you in tune with the whole universal principle of you yourself, right? So you and I, you and I as universe, unit, one.
Yeah.
So when you have that connection, you can say that. So if you look at XRP, the triskelion, right? The symbol tri, meaning 3 again, right? We got the pyramid again. So that triskelion means something, and I think it's that cornerstone that most people forget about, right? Now, because a lot of us don't lost as we like to say, it's just simple alchemical knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You are the philosopher's stone, just like you are the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people are already in tune. So when they throw these different mudra signs up, right, they get that said energy and power. because most people think that money is the root of all evil, just like all these other signs and symbols. Guess what? That's the power in which you generate with those things when you see them as well. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I dig it.
So the lines, and you can actually draw that energy and power from it. You know what I'm saying? The other way is also possible as well. So the way you think about it is really right. But the lost art of it is just saying that when you go back to simplicity, the lines, the arcs, the angles, the things that make man nature, right? If you look at all of these crypto technologies, they're doing the same thing right in front of our face. Look at Atom, Cosmos Atom. Look at Quartz, right? They have these names for a reason. Stellar Lumens, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're giving us that as above, as below theory again. And we're actually living that on a cold quantum level.
Yeah, Ethereum, Ether. Yeah, I feel you.
So see, yeah, they're going. That's the pretty much the air of the gods. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and that's just being all the way on the spiritual level with it, or as they say, air, water, fire, earth, wind, water, fire, and the void, which is basically the eternal of all things. You know, once we come back to that, we understand self better, and that's the reason why our forefathers or our ancestors were really way more intelligent, right? They did shit that we still trying to, not only crack and figure out, but just be like, yo, how they even come up with that during that time, right? Because their whole cortex was like way on a whole different level. So, but they were more tapped into more things of the earth, which actually powered us up, because the earth is our power, and once we understand that too, especially for original people, as well as everybody else, but especially original people, we understand that we have a whole new different matrix in front of us.
Big facts, big facts. I appreciate you sharing that, man. Like there's just to add on what you were saying, I think that there's a positive and a negative to everything, and it's it shows once you discern it the way that you just eloquently stated it. So I appreciate you sharing that, my G.
Hey, shout out the relic. Shout out the relic.
For sure. Rootsy, what's good, my boy?
Yeah, so that kind of, what he's saying, it's kind of true. On an alchemical level, like I don't know if anybody, he's probably heard of the 7 Hermetic Principles or the 7 Universal Principles.
Yep, I heard of it too.
The one that he's talking about is correspondence, as above, so below. But then there's still mentalism, there's still vibration, there's still polarity, there's still cause and effect, there's still gender. You know what I mean? There's 7 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And like with all of them together, when you understand all of them, the most important one really is mentalism. And he kind of touched on that one a little bit too. Like there's this picture, I use it a lot because of what it means. Like I put a brain inside because like alchemy is like you don't need symbols or anything like that to tap into the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? All you need to do is you need to understand, and like, so there's a circle, and that circle represents you, and then there's a square around that circle. And that square represents what he was talking about, which is north, south, east, and west, or earth, air, water, and fire. And then there's the triangle, which represents mind, body, and soul, right? And then there's another circle around that one, which they say is the all, or the creator. You know what I mean? Which everything is encompassed in. And so the thing what he was talking about, the philosopher's stone, is it's supposed to be able to, anything that you touch is supposed to be able to turn into gold with that stone. But they hid what the true meaning was, and alchemy is a mind science. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're supposed to be able to take something like that's cold, like that's a base metal, and you're supposed to be able to turn it into the most purest form of a metal, which is gold, right? So, but on a mental level, you're supposed to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So like you ever supposed to be able to take your base thoughts and purify them once you reach that level of your mind with the creator, and you will be able to do things. You know what I mean? That's why I say it's all understanding. So the triangle, I think what they're trying to represent is something else that is like when it comes to television and when it comes to programming people's brains and showing them symbols and desensitizing people, like there's this story my dad always told me. It's about a frog, and they put the frog in the water. If you put it in the water when it's super hot, it'll jump right out, right? But if you put it in some room temperature water, it'll sit there. If you gradually start to turn the water up, the frog will boil to death, because once his body gets used to what it's in, it can't jump out when it realizes that it's boiling. they desensitize it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're doing with people when they're putting all these signs and different stuff in people's faces. At first, it was something like, you know, people were questioning it's a big thing, and to us that are woke, you know, we kind of know what's up. But to everybody else, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole lost world out there that they don't know what's up, and they start to tap into those energies. Like, you can tap into those energies, but like you were saying, it's a positive and it's a negative to everything. You know what I mean? So like, if it's not connected to the creator, a lot of things is a source. Like that's where they get the word sorcery from, right? Because like anything that you use as a source to connect to the creator, that's not like directly connected to him. That's another source you're using to connect to the spiritual realm. They say that that's sorcery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like with the triangle and all those different things that they're doing, I think that it's highly, highly like overrated. But you know, it's the time that we live in. You know what I mean? And people don't understand like the deepness of what's going on. You know what I mean? Like even when you have things like people are talking about like the secret, like all of these principles and all these different things, they all lead back to the 7 universal principles. But, you know what I'm saying? And correspondence is one of those things. As above, so below. As within, so without. You know?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
My G, that was like, you know, we can get going on with this, because that was eloquently perfect. Like, break it down with the symbols and all. And like you said, it's the time that we're living in. Like, I like to tell my Christian people all the time, you know, especially like the older generation, they were right. You know, the end of the world is coming. And they were very much correct. You know, we're not in the age of Pisces anymore. We're in the age of Aquarius. This is a different type of water we're in now. You know what I'm saying? But you learn how to swim back in the Pisces era. You know what I'm saying? You just did some deeper waters coming in this Aquarius era. Hopefully you're going to be able to control these waters. So, because now we're in a whole different age, this is the reason why we have so much things like going on with the gender effect, so much things going on with technology. Think about we're going through a liquidity issue, getting water, you know what I'm saying, currency, water, ripple effect, you know what I'm saying, especially when you put it in the water. So everything is going toward the time of what we are coming to, you know what I'm saying? Some people are going to be more transhuman than others, meaning robot and AI connected with human, you know what I'm saying? According to Klaus Schwab, by 2030, they'll be down to everybody with these nanobots. So they have a plan and they're going according to the energy, you know what I'm saying? Like they say, millionaires don't use astrology, you know what I'm saying? Billionaires do. So that's because, again, going to the lower correspondence, you know what I'm saying, it has to reflect, you know what I'm saying? But it's like those that know the energy, those are the ones that get to hold it and manipulate, right? Those are the ones, like, they just live a life day in and day out thinking it's just a regular day. But now they know everyday corresponds, you know? And like you said, once you get back to the spiritual aspect and you just living with the kingdom itself and with the creator, back to that divineness, all these signs and symbols don't matter really. They're more code for them to communicate in language with each other, and for a lot of them to remember still the secrets, you know what I'm saying? Because they really don't really live them like that, you know what I'm saying? They're more codified for them. So when you live the secrets, though, all that stuff don't matter anyway, you know what I'm saying? But understand that what we are going into, how it's going to really abruptly change the way we live. If you have children, you know, I would tell people more times than anything, look at how your kids are going to be living in the next 10 years. And like if that'll open your mind, your perspective, I don't know what really will, but I feel like as an adult and as a parent, you know what I'm saying, we got to be on point because we don't understand the world that we're living in. We just got our kids going through some shit, you know what I'm saying, and they blind as hell just like we are.
For sure, for sure. Deep, dope perspective. Shout out to Relic and Rootsy for real, for, you know, touching on the spiritual and divine aspect of it all. I definitely understand where y'all coming from, and I agree. Look like Kamikaze disappeared. I guess that's gonna do it for the overrated, underrated. We do have a song of the week. So before
you got a hand.
What's up?
You got a hand.
Oh damn, what's up? I just overlooked you. What's up, bro? I'm sorry about that.
Yo, it's all good. What's up, everybody? I wanted to add to this triangle topic real quick, because I don't know if you guys saw with all this Andrew Tate stuff that's going on TikTok and Instagram, like they started showing like these hand gestures that he does when he talks. Same thing like Elon Musk, he does the same hand gestures. And so I started looking into that, and one of the hand gestures is actually the triangle, and they're these like meditation hand gestures, just so like when you're meditating, you hold your hands in that gesture just to like source that energy. but the triangle one is actually creation. And so that kind of like put into, like, it made me think, like, you know, it looks, it's like, literally looks like the Illuminati one that everybody's posting up, but a lot of these people that are posting up those hand gestures are like at the Super Bowl are creators, you know, they're artists. So it makes me think, like, I wonder if it has something to do with that, you know?
Can I add on to that topic real quick? Because art is the way to all things. If we look at everything around the world in this earth, in this universe, it's all dealing with art. It's dealing with some type of creation, right? Which that it had to deal with some kind of forethought, you know, beforehand. And it was actually manifested or fashioned in some kind of way, you know what I'm saying? And everything around us is art, even to nature, you know?
Yeah, I put the picture in the chat box if you guys want to see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate that. To add on to that, I think, like I said, I personally think there's a positive and negative to everything. There's that nature aspect, like it's everything. So you got you. I'm gonna use voodoo for example. Like voodoo, they came to Africa or wherever they came and deemed voodoo as evil, wicked, everything. But that same voodoo was used to heal people. It was used as spiritual practices in Haiti, Africa. Certain spiritualism, certain spirituality mechanisms were used to heal, were used to for war and those things. And then some of that shit was used as like blood sacrifice and things like that for evil. So just to speak on what you're saying with Andrew Tate, I think Relic was saying it, or Rootsy was saying, like, these people use these signs and symbols to communicate to one another. I think that is very important to discern those things. I study that stuff to discern it, to know what I'm seeing when I'm out in the streets, to protect myself. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, 666 could mean something positive. You know, it got a positive spin on it, as opposed to them folks using it as negative. You know what I'm saying? So everything isn't as negative as we think. Like goat, like when they say the goat, that they liken it to Baphomet, but then, you know, goats on the other hand might have a positive interpretation to it. I don't know what it is just yet, but I look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep myself sane.
Goat got one of the biggest positive representations, actually.
Yeah, enlighten me, bro. Enlighten me.
You know, like the people, the children of Israel, what they would do is, or even the Jews themselves, what they would do is, the custom was basically every year for the year of atonement, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would go to clean your sins, because atonement was really the secret code for being at one with the Creator again, being in alignment with the Creator.
Yes.
So, in order to make sure, like, you might have did bad debt with people, you know, had bad deals, did bad stuff, you know, your word might not be in your bond, you know, you might have looked at somebody too long, whatever, right? Whatever the sin might have been, the whole tribe, what they would do is they would cast their sins upon the goat. Right? They'll only get a black goat, right? They'll cast the sins upon the black goat, right? So now the black goat was holding the sins of all these people. Goat didn't have shit to do with this, right? But the goat,
Yeah.
the sacrifice is part of it, right?
Yeah.
And because a lot of times the goat has the horns, you know what I'm saying? And the horns deal with negative and positive again. Correspondence as above, so below, as within, so without.
Yeah.
Male and female, you know what I'm saying? The gender, it deals with all the correlations. But the goat would turn around and they'll basically make the goat lead, right? And the goat would just lead with all the sins, right? So now the people, again, they'll look at the goat as being the bad. Why? Because the goat is full of number sins and badness. But if you look at the New Testament, when as I like to say, Christ Yeshua, when he threw into the pigs, right? He threw the spirits and he casted the spirits into the pigs, the bad pigs. Why? Because they were already unclean. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, in the same way, that's what the people did. The people, they would go ahead and they cast it upon the goat. Why? Because they looked at the goat as being unclean. Why did they look at the goat as being unclean? Going back into Deuteronomy and stuff, because there's only certain type of flesh that you can eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it goes a lot to do with the customs and laws and stuff. And a lot of times, if we don't understand what we're dealing with, right, we're going by a lot of just European customs and laws and cultures. It's not like we're going back to customs and laws like what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You know, and we're talking about all the Pan-African tribes and everything, and that diaspora. You know, and the Netaru and everybody else.
Yeah.
So that's where a lot of this stuff comes from. And I tell people, man, be careful because when you take stuff from a Eurocentric perspective, a lot of times all this stuff was to empower them and to destroy everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So again, they will tell you 666 is bad. Oh, it's the mark of the beast. It's man. You know what I'm saying? If you're in your lower nature, that's what we all came in anyway as. You know what I'm saying? You came in birthing actually through your mother's canal, right? You already was baptized coming through the waters, right?
Yeah.
Baptism. You gotta get baptized to us now. So you was already created basically in a purebred form. But again, from the Eurocentric perspective, they're gonna make you look outside yourself all the time, other than knowing that the real truth is that everything is already within you and all around you. It's a reflection of self. So be careful about taking stuff from Eurocentric perspective, because again, it was about more, you know, empowering them up all the way down to the Jesus effect with the picture and Caesar Borgia. You know what I'm saying? So like, when people understand, like, a lot of this stuff was meant to brainwash you, meant to keep you from learning the real truth of yourself or understanding the real truth of times, you just gonna get lost and caught up in the times, you know what I'm saying? Or living your life with a big lie, you know what I'm saying? Or because you don't know a lot of truth there, a lot of them do know, and they do live out.
Facts. For sure. You already know. Shout out to you, Relic, for sure. Rootsy, what's Wagwan?
Yo, Wagwan. Yeah, just want to touch on that right quick. Yeah, I'm familiar with the passages that he mentioned with the goat, and then they sent it out into the wilderness so it would die, you know, to atone for people's sins. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. And then I'm also familiar with the one with the pigs. You know, it's crazy. My uncle, he told me something one time. And he had this message that he preached.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he used to be a Rasta. Like, he used to be a Rasta, but then somehow he became an evangelist. You know? But he had this concept, and he said demons can't swim. You know what I mean? So that's why he said when Yahshua cast the demons into the pigs, that's why they ran into the ocean and drowned, is because demons can't swim. And he said, and then he told me, he was like, that's why you have to be born again. That's why you have to be baptized for the submerged, because demons can't swim. And the power is when they call on the name of Yahshua and they baptize you. It's so crazy, yo. Like, I seen a Bob Marley interview. It's all over the internet. And they ask him, they say, what do you have to do to be rocked? He says, the first thing you have to do is you have to be born again. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's a spiritual thing. You know what I mean? Like, he's right. Like, you were, like, when you're born, it is the water. That's why you have to be born again of the spirit. But you can only be born of the spirit and have an understanding of what's going on. You know, because anything that's dealing with it on a mental level is always spiritual. You know, that's why they say spiritual warfare is what's going on in your mind. Because anything that's mental is spiritual. That's the spiritual realm. That's the universe.
Facts. For sure. The Bible's a powerful book, man. It's a powerful book, man. Yeah, for real. It's some power. We what's up, bro?
Another powerful book is the Kabbalion. You
Mm.
know, that book it just came to me. You know what I mean? But it opened up my perspective on a lot of things. You know, I read the book of Enoch. I read Apocrypha. I grew up reading encyclopedias, stuff like that, and studying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I study. I don't watch TV. I don't listen to mainstream music. I study. But that book, the Kabbalion, that book is deep. It took me a while to kind of like really understand what's going on, but I highly recommend it. You know what I mean? It only comes. They say that when that book comes to you, it's one of those books like, oh, this book is like, when you hear about it, that's your time to receive it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's one of those types of books. But that book changed my whole thinking process about everything in life, and when I started to understand the truth about it, you know what I mean? It opened up a whole new world to me.
Yes, sir. The Apocrypha. Heck yeah.
The Kabbalion.
Oh yeah, the Kabbalion. Yeah, the Kabbalion too. But now I was just speaking on the Apocrypha because I got a song named Apocrypha, so that's why. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm about to look up all of this shit. Look up all of these books right now.
So I think this is a time to play the track of the week and then close off with the song that Tuco wants to play.
For sure. Shoot. So the track of the week. Oh yeah, speaking of track of the week, I seen those tracks you was that you uploaded Root. See, I didn't get to listen to it yet because I heard you talking about the pyramid with the brain and so that kind of came to mind. So I'm gonna check those out soon for sure. And alright, but the name of this week's song is Unvaxxed Sperm. Unvaxxed Sperm. So yeah, I've had this in my list of songs to do for a while now. The concept came about when the vaccines was going around, and I do understand. I'm not. This is the disclaimer. I'm not dissing nobody who took the vaccine. I'm not going against nobody who took the vaccine. I'm unvaccinated, and I just want to speak my truth. I want to express myself. I don't ever want to feel like I gotta hinder my message for anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna speak. Everybody got their own truth, so I'm gonna speak mine. My truth and your truth may not align, but I'm here to express myself through the music. Cause even with one of the topics we had earlier, everybody can't express themselves, and I find my best way to express myself through music. So yeah. With that being said, there was a post going around with saying unvaxxed sperm is the new Bitcoin, and it validated me. It validated me because I'm unvaxxed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, shit, my sperm is valuable out here. Shit, like it's expensive. Shit. So I seen it as a way that I can make music off of, but I didn't necessarily. I disagree to an extent because I think that unvaxxed sperm is the next XRP, XLM, Algorand, XDC. I think that it's IOTA. So I think that it's those kind of coins, not Bitcoin. So it's just something I wanted to speak about. So this is just I'm really getting. I ain't gonna say I'm getting a lot, but I'm just getting a message off my chest. Like, if you're unvaxxed, you was under a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? To get a vaccine, to get something, and you see a lot of things happening in the world where people are dying suddenly, people are having a lot of blood clots and shit like that, and things going on with their body due to this. Not to mention, people are already unhealthy. They're not eating right. They're not consuming. So it's adding on to this epidemic, so to speak. So yeah, Kamikaze made the beat. It's on one of his original beats that he sent to me. Shanghai, and it just got that feel. It got that feel, got that vibe, and it's a dope track. Disclaimer: this song has not been mixed yet, so Kamikaze's verse might sound muffled or it may not sound clear, but it's something that we did want to share with you guys. Kamikaze, you want to go ahead and talk about it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just speaking our sentiments about like the whole situation, what was going on, during 2020. Some of us, stood our ground, stood on our 10 toes. We didn't budge about it. We did our research just like how we do our research with crypto. So we didn't do anything. Like Lemmy said, it could be the next XRP. I do say a line like, yeah, it could be. It basically could be the next XRP, but it is low key the next Bitcoin. It is, because it's a store of value. It has value, high value. So yeah, but it is with the quickness. With the quickness of how it can just create a new being. So it is somewhat like XRP at the same time. So yeah, man, like there's no hate against those who got the jab. It's all love, you know. So some of us had to, you know, go through it just to, you know, stay in our jobs, you know, even make a living, because some people were threatened to get the jab in order to, you know, stay with their families or even, you know, make money. So yeah, it's all love, but yeah, at the same time, it's a sad thing that like the news is coming out and all these things that have been happening. So yeah, we just made the song. Let me just send it through. He told me like, yo, this is a concept, because like we kept seeing that, yo, Bitcoin, unvaxxed sperm is the next Bitcoin. So it's like, yeah, it had to be something that we speak about, because we have the same sentiments about these kind of things. So yeah, it was a no-brainer to jump on this song. So yeah, this is Unvaxxed Sperm by me and Lemmy.
Alright, for sure. So we're gonna get into it. Unvaxxed Sperm, Lemmy Killer Strider. Hope y'all enjoy it. You know, feel free, we can discuss it. I mean, Kamikaze spelt it. He spelt it a certain way on the thing because he didn't want to cause no controversy. So we do know this is a touchy topic, but shit, somebody gotta talk about it, man, especially in the music. So, you know, that's what we here for. So this Unvaxxed Sperm, Lemmy Killer Strider. Y'all enjoy. Unvaxxed Sperm is the next XRP, XLM, Algorand, and XDC. ISO 20022 to infinity. What's nature when they cutting all our trees? Unvaxxed Sperm for 3500 and low. I just seen the promo today, I put that on my soul. Shout out to the unvaxxed, but if you know, then you know. They suppressing the eggs, man, these people had no soul. Just because I'm unvaxxed and uncircumcised, they trying to hurt this guy, but I'm so peaceful and gleeful. SEC coin, I'm an eagle. I let my beat tear them apart, ain't gotta talk cause I got heart. They dropping like flies in the mark, they took that shot and seen blood Clark. If you vaxxed up, brother, sister, I respect your decision, but don't frown your face upon me cause I'm unvaxxed and living. It's a lot of y'all dying suddenly and y'all how y'all tripping. It's a lot of y'all with misinformation that was given. Shout out to India, no one can be forced vaccination. Trying to run up on me with a dirty needle, bitch, you crazy. Triangular, trapping the cross is flat earth, I'm so wavy. Unvaxxed Sperm, the new Bitcoin, Nas, XRP, Unvaxxed Sperm is the next XRP, XLM, Algorand, and XDC. ISO 20022 to infinity. What's nature when they cutting all our trees? Unvaxxed Sperm is the next XRP, XLM, Algorand, and XDC. ISO 20022 to infinity. What's nature when they cutting all our trees?
It's me, I'm him, about to go in again. I'm vaxxed and can't get taxed. All about my paper like printing the facts. Life is great, so I sit back and relax. Watch all these sheep overreact about the news about the COVID vax. Stay on track like my train of thought. I'm a catch, I can't miss with thoughts like the firmament. I'm over the top, look at what I got. Pure being, I ain't out to this spot. Cleanliness is close to God. Show me what you got, cause I'm headed to the top. No detours and I will not stop. Getting your dick sucked after it gets chopped. That's some vile shit, the world is doing a lot. I'm never trying to be somebody I'm not. These people taking shots and now they finna see they body rot, or maybe get some blood clots. These are merely prophecies, the future's bright for me. Thinking of all the profit I see. Unvaxxed Sperm is the next BTC, the real store of value, or more like XRP. Check the quickness of my seed when I heal myself. Plants and herbs are all I need. The world really runs on fear, money, and greed.
Unvaxxed Sperm is the next XRP, XLM, Algorand, and XDC. ISO 20022 to infinity. What's nature when they cutting all our trees? Unvaxxed Sperm is the next XRP, XLM, Algorand, and XDC. ISO 20022 to infinity. What's nature when they cutting all our trees? That was on Vax Sperm, Let Me Kamikaze, you know what I'm saying? Sonar Music platform. Hope y'all enjoyed it. As much as I enjoyed making it, as much as I enjoyed collaborating on it. For sure. Too Cold, anybody wanted to share their thoughts on the song? I know the topic. You probably not gonna hear a song like this in the mainstream.
I love the topic and how y'all still managed to, like you said, you made it a political song, but at the same time, a monetary song. You know what I'm saying? By putting people on game with a lot of assets. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a good incorporation to make people understand like how valuable they really are as well. You know.
Facts. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, Relic.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Thanks for speaking out on that.
For sure.
Real tough. But you know what? I ain't even gonna lie here. I lied about being vaccinated for a while because people were putting so much pressure on me. I was like, yeah, I got vaccinated. I did get vaccinated. I finally told them, like, yeah, nah. I did get the jab, sorry. But yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, man. Once again, it's not, we not shading nobody. We not shading nobody who got vaccinated, but man, it's going down in real time right now in our society, bro. Like, like I wanted to bring up the Hamlin dude, Damar Hamlin. He took 3 vaccinations. It's a lot swirling around his death. He didn't die. Hold on. Maybe I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know anymore. But it's wild. That's why I bring it up, because me personally, I don't think he's alive. But you got people who, they got, I believe in cloning. I believe in MK Ultra. I believe in all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And something's not right about that whole situation. People are dying suddenly, and we got the elites and the elite structures out here trying to cover themselves with situations like this. So because of the vaccine, can you believe it? So just imagine what else could happen. The unvaccinated was under a lot of pressure, and we continue to be under a lot of pressure. Rootsy even had to lie about it. So it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. Relic, what's up?
IOB. Internet of Things, Internet of Value, Internet of Bodies. Check that out.
IoT. Hold on. I gotta write that shit down.
The last one, bro. Yeah. What? Homogenesis, man.
Somebody's echoing.
Yeah, man. That's why we were talking about transhumanism earlier. That's what transhumanism really is. On the lower level, you got, male turning to female, female turning to male. That's very low vibrational. High vibrational, man, you're talking about, some kind of AI, some kind of machinery inside of man. There's a reason why it was an RNA and mRNA gene therapy alteration type of shot. So, there's a lot of science behind it. There's a lot of follow American doctors against vaccinations. Like they are fighting hell tooth and nail and showing all the same. Really. Truly. Hey, you heard of smart? Yes, the smart dust they got in the air. They're gonna have the nanobots inside the food.
Speak on that real quick.
So basically, they control the weather. They all the way from Dubai to China, they've been controlling the weather. United States, they control the weather from raining, tsunamis, to all the way to earthquakes. What they have done is they took all the elements and they pretty much polluted it, pretty much, you can say. So especially when it comes to the water and when it comes to the air. So a lot of times, that's why they don't want you around trees. They don't want you outside. They want you really stuck in, but you are going to be outside. By the time you can get out there and your immune system ain't had that natural, it's going to be bombarded with a whole bunch of unnatural things, especially heavy metals and stuff. So these heavy metals at the same time already are going to be helping bonding with a lot of people who did get the injection. It was more an inoculation. So what we like to say is, if There's a lot of the damn truth out here already with it, but if you understand the pattern that's correlated with it, it was basically to inoculate and put in a new gene inside the person, or you're going to inhale it or eat it. And what it is that you're not going to be always fully just human anymore. All right, so Lupe Fiasco spoke about this 2007 on Streets on Fire on the Cool album. And he talked about it, disease, the virus is spreading in no directions, no say so, no caring, no protection. Your thoughts are still about connections. Don't let them in, not a friend, not a reflection. Everybody got it and want you to have the next thing, right? So he, in the second verse, he talks about how a chip was implanted inside of all the people during the panic. And it has an antenna on top of the shrine that reports everything that's inside of your mind, like that MK Ultra and everything else. Like, they're doing this because the Internet of Bodies allows them to understand what your thoughts are, understand what your immune system is. They already got the nanobots for surgery. They can actually cure cancer, all of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
But they know that people won't just naturally take it. Why? Because first thing you're going to be thinking of is, the mark of the beast, the Bible, things of that nature. But they know that too because a lot of times they use the religious text as a guiding or as a map, right? So again, when you see the stuff, the sign of the time, it's been a plan anyway, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you talk about James Orwell, talk about this, you know what I'm saying, or the Nazi scientists, it's the same thing. Like, this shit is old. But the implementation of it though, and how it was going to be done, so you can have a one world order, one world society, or as Ripple has even stated, we want the central banks to succeed in this new world order per brand Garland House. You know what I'm saying? When we actually understand the technology which we hold, which will allow us to actually help shape and control the future, which we will be doing, holding these certain type of assets, and will be a boatload of them, just like a boatload of reserve currencies. You're going to have a lot of people who are just going to be bots, though. They ain't going to know none of this stuff we're talking about is French to them. And where they going to be at? You will own nothing, you will be happy, and you're going to be hooked up inside the goddamn metaverse or TikTok or whatever goddamn favorite platform it is. You know what I'm saying? That's where they want the real people at. They're going to have people on a universal basis income. It goes according to plan, of course. But that's what they are trying to plan. You know what I'm saying? They know that people will lay down. They will not do shit. Motherfucker won't go to work, try to keep any kind of sense of means for themselves. Even though you still have a lot of people working. But they're not saving though. You know what I'm saying? And because you're not saving, you're not really able to invest. And a lot of people are not looking at things like that. So they know that it's already curtailed for them. Now that they got everybody pretty much hooked up, inoculated, all your multi-millionaires, billionaires, you're buying farmland left and right. You know what I'm saying? And the United States is pretty much in debt to the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? We've been eating for this last 250 years on this current debt cycle that we had the rest of the world on. And because now we're moving to a commodity standard now, Basel III, Accord, the Belt and Road Initiative, you got everybody from OPEC pretty much going to the BRICS nations now. Like I said, it's going to be a big world change. And unless people are on this new system, the trainers already left the building. They gonna really goddamn be left behind when everything really hit the fan. You know what I'm saying? So.
Angels at the tip of her fingers. Streets
on fire.
Tonight. That's one of my favorites.
My bad.
Yeah, shout out, man. Homo borgenesis, that's the new species of humans, transhumans, I guess. So, we in for a treat, man.
Isn't it ironic, though? Lupe Fiasco made that song, but he over there pushing the back. He was pushing the vaccine heavy. He was going back and forth with people about that shit. So it's like, what does he got going on, bro?
They're all puppets. You gotta remember when you get to that.
Exactly.
They are part of the elite now in their art. They still want to feel like they're humanitarian. You know what I'm saying? A humanitarian, or I want to help people out. So of course they're gonna give you the truth, and they're gonna put it inside the art, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna look at it as being art, but you're not looking at the full effect of it. Just like how Lolly rappers be talking about how they be murdering people, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's a deep level of control opposition, man. That's some deep control opposition right there. He putting it in the art, but then on the same token, it's like hypocrisy. you pushing it. You basically pushing it. But you right. You a puppet. That's all it was. That's the only reason I asked. I just wanted to see where the minds was at.
Sure indeed, my G. You know, a lot of stuff you be satirical. You know what I'm saying? That's what my senses, those that watch, they already inside the game anyway, right? So of course, when they do the programming, I forgot what the exact word is, but basically, they already pre-programmed to show you ahead of time, predictive program. So when they do the predictive program, we see it, it's like, oh wow, oh shit. My nigga, they already put those things in place. So a lot of times you can even help push that agenda. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they can't do nothing without the people. And like when people start understanding like what they're paying attention to, what you're paying attention to. That's why Black Panther said, you know what I'm saying? Feed your focus, not your distraction. And what you're paying attention to is what you're helping grow. And a lot of times we're putting money inside of companies' pockets that are looking to fuck the shit out of us. You know what I'm saying? So, part of my language, but
Nah, you good. And the wild thing about that is like Lupe made that album, but then after that, it took him a minute to come back out. It was like he was fighting them demons around that time. He was really fighting, and it looked like they got the better of him. They was like, nigga, you finna do this or we finna do that type shit. So it kind of makes sense because I'm big on Lupe, so I was following him, so I definitely agree with what you're saying, and it really disappointed me to see that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure. We got anybody else who want to speak on that on Back Sperm Track? Anybody else got any thoughts, any opinions, anything they want to talk about? Too Cold, the song you want to play, do you got it or you want me to play it? What's up with it?
No, go ahead. I'm so fucking pissed off right now. My internet is so fucking fucked for the third day in a row.
All right, no problem. Anybody want to share their thoughts? Any thoughts, any concerns? This was a pretty dope show today, like very dope show. We covered a lot of bases. We talked about a lot of things. You know, we didn't hold anything back. We got Relic NFT coming in from the metaphysical point of view, spiritual point of view. We got Rootsy in the building. We got all our heavy hitters in here, passing through, showing love. You know, it was another one of them great shows. We play Unvaxxed Sperm. You know what I'm saying? This is what Wake and Bake is made of. We got a 420. Maybe when it's 420 for every show, we gotta like, all right, it's 420. I got y'all blunts ready, light up, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a part of the cycle, huh?
Yeah, I'm agreeing. I agree.
Okay, yeah. Even though you should already be lighting it up, you know what I'm saying? Light it up again, 420. You dig? But yeah. I really enjoyed this episode. Shout out to everybody in attendance. Piffington, shout out to you. You already know that's a real Wake and Bake name for you. Space Park Drive, John X, Bammy 14, Token Panda, working behind the scenes with the art. I see you. War Turtle, Gorilla Jakes, Relic, Rootsy, Too Cold, Kamikaze. Y'all already know what it is, man. Got love for y'all, man. Appreciate y'all stopping through and just vibing with us. Hold up. Jake sent me something. Oh, that's some sports shit. Never mind. All right, but Kamikaze, what's up, man? You want to talk?
Yeah. Shout out to everybody who pulled through, so love. Most importantly, shout out to Too Cold, for holding it down, the host with the most. Really appreciate you guys pulling through all the time. It's always a great time on the Wake and Bake. Really appreciate everybody who pulled through. Rootsy, Lemmy, appreciate you, playing the music, doing your thing on the live stream, getting people to engage as well, bringing the visuals. Shout out to Relic NFT, OC, Gorilla Jakes, the substitute teacher. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to War Turtle. Shout out to Token Panda for doing this thing as well with the NFTs. John X, Bammy 14, Piffington, and Space Pop. Shout out to y'all. Really appreciate you guys tuning in and listening. And everybody who was here. Shout out to Wolf of God. He came through for the first time this year. Shout out to him, man. It was a blessing to have him on the space today. Yo, man, it's been a long time. But yeah, I really appreciate that. So yeah, so on Amuse, if you're interested to know more about our platform, don't hesitate to email us at info@sonamuse.org. We are working on our NFTs right now. Might be available for artists to start minting next week. We're just finalizing a few things, and then we're still finishing off building, and then we will be allowing them to mint their music soon. So if you're an artist on the platform, please don't forget to add your NFT storage API key onto your artist settings, so that you can automatically move your music to IPFS, so that it can get minted and part of the metadata when you create your NFT collections. If you want to know more, there's a tutorial. Just DM me and I'll just send you the tutorial that was on the Sonamuse page. And we definitely excited for what's to come on the XRPL. So shout out, really appreciate you guys.
Kamikaze, I forgot to play Confused Lifestyles. You want me to play that and then Too Cold could cut it off, or what?
No, it's all good. It's coming next week anyway, you know. So
oh yeah, for sure.
Let's hold off. Ripple Effect once again, Ripple Effect coming through next week. We're having a listening party for side A of Ripple Effect. There's 2 sides to it, so first side is coming out next week. Shout out to Lemmy. So we excited to drop that one.
For sure. Tell a friend. We got a listening party next week. Get your sour diesel ready. Get your Dutch ready. We don't do Airy. Throw your window out. Throw your Airy out the window. That's my boy Max B. Throw your Airy out the window. We ain't smoking Airy for 2009. Airy is finished. Nah. Shout out my boy Max B. Y'all already know. Free to wave. Get your gas ready. Whatever you smoking on, papers, blunts. Let's do it, man. Listening party next week. Ripple Effect. The album, the double disc. This one coming out 2-23-2023. You dig? So we coming. We got tracks for y'all, man. We got albums for y'all. I was thinking about it, man. I think I'm gonna drop an album every month this year. So hopefully I can get it popping for the second half. But I know this first half I'll be up to June. I know I got music on deck, but I gotta get my second half ready. You dig what I'm saying? So the tsunami is here. This is tsunami season, man. But Too Cold, we ready, bro. Let's get up out of here. Too Cold, where you at?
Say what? What up?
We ready to go.
Alright, thank y'all for pulling up every Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern, the Wake and Bake Vibes with Lemmy and Kamikaze. Y'all know what's up. Have a good one. Sorry, I'm so irritated. My internet has been fucking up for 3 days, and I'm on the phone with AT&T. I had a service guy here for the second day in a row, and as soon as he left, the internet is just fucked again. So I'm so fucking pissed. All right, you guys have a good one. Be safe in these crypto streets, and never trust, always verify. We out.
Later.
Love.
Peace.